Good morning, everybody. Xenon here. I probably blew your eardrums out with that because I realized it was like almost twice as loud as the music. So well done, me. How are we all doing today? Well, it's Q&A stream today. I figured it was probably time. We did a YouTube stream. We did a Q&A stream the other day, but it was sort of like it was half and half Q&A, half cricket. That wasn't cricket, where we basically trained in the nets, which was really shit. Yeah, so Don Bradman cricket. Don't bother downloading the demo because all you can do is train, which is really crap. So, how are we all doing today? Right, I see Rose is here. We've got Hedian, Lineman. I'm presuming Callum's in there somewhere. Maybe not. Scrolling through the... No, Awful Nick's in there. Where is Callum? How rude. Are we going to play in the background during the Q&A? What are we going to play in the background? Oh, well, I was considering... Hang on. The problem is with having this microphone is that I tend to sit back and I like to sit forward. So I'm going to try like with my headset I could actually just sit wherever the fuck I liked. But now I'm like, there we go, that's better. I figured I found that I actually went and listened to some of the streams. You actually have to have it quite close to your mouth in order to get the full range of the sound. Because if I sit back here, you don't quite, it's not quite the same. Whereas if here you get the full Xenon. Callum isn't here. Fucking prick. I told him to be here. Never mind. It's all good. I'm sure he'll turn up. He probably overslept or didn't care enough to come. No. So, okay. So let's play some... I was thinking just playing some Euro Truck Sim because that's sort of something I can do in the background while we... No, not Event Zero. Fuck. No. Shit. Why is that even still installed? Damn it. Shit. Fuck off. Worst game of 2016. Okay. Play game. Euro Truck Sim and Event Zero right next to each other. Rip earballs. Part of the currently installed downloadable content is not compatible with the current version of the game and will be disabled. That's why the Australian paint job didn't work. Well, we can't have that. Hang on. I can't showcase the Australian... Oh, I know why, actually, because I think I've set it to a different version. Yes, I have. Okay, so opt out. I don't think I'm going to be able to... If this wants to download... yeah, it's going to want to download something. Fuck it. Fuck it. No, don't download shit! Crap! How big is it? View updates. It's probably going to download like 100 meg of bullshit to, in order to get it to work. 'Here comes the packet lost. 1.1 gig. You fucking kidding me? No, I can't fucking download all that. Pause. Alright, back to the store. I have Australian internet, don't you know? It's not going to let me launch it now, I bet. Oh, I might be able to run this. Hang on. I wonder if I can run the multiplayer without actually running any multiplayer. Or whether it's going to have a tanty. Nope, it's fucked. Now I think I've broken Euro Truck Sim. I've broken it. It's all fucked. Hang on. Close this. What if I go back into the beta? 1.27, I think it was? I don't even remember what version it was. Well, fuck. I think it's 1.17 actually. Got 1.7 in there? Nope. 1. Oh, there we go. Here we go. 1.17. Close. Will it let me do that? Manage downloads. No, it's not going to let me. I think I've broken Euro Truck Sim now. I tried to change the version and then didn't let it download. And everyone's been spamming my Facebook group chat, so I've been pretty much ignoring phone notifications. Okay, well, that's not something we're going to play. Well, I guess we'll just dick around in my summer car. So that's as good a game to dick around in as any. Okay, continue. For some reason my Twitter won't show me Xenon's tweets anymore. Because it hates you. It hates you, live man. Event Zero claims its revenge. Yes, it does. It wouldn't be a Xenon stream if something didn't break. Well, exactly. Exactly. Everything wasn't broken, then everything would work. Now, you're probably looking at my car. Well, you probably can't really see my car. But if you could see my car, you'll probably look at it and go, oh, it looks different than before. Yeah, I sprayed it orange last night just on a whim, and I was like, oh, I actually quite like the orange. So I've still got to make a rainbow-coloured skin for it. I haven't done it yet, but I would. So, yeah, it won't be orange forever. But I thought it's just like, it's a nice sort of clean colour to work with, and we'll go from there. Okay, let's have a look here before we... Okay, so I've got to pump poop from there and there. And the one on there. Okay. So those two, both of them. Okay. So I got a lot of poop to pump. Has the queues been aged yet? Nope. Orphanix says, so, first Q&A question since I was watching the Expedition Unknown last night. Have you ever personally seen the Tasmanian tiger? You say that Tasmanian tiger as if there's only one. No. That'll be up there because that's the only place left. Yeah. So 4 poop pumps to pump poop from. No, there's like the thylacine is not a it's not an animal you can just go and see. In fact, there are none. I'm pretty sure. Tasmanian tiger's not like you can't just go and like, oh, I'm going to go and see the Tasmanian tiger today. No, they don't, there's none in captivity as far as I know. I don't think there's any in the wild. There haven't been any sightings since like 1970s. Oh, it's the natural rust of the bodywork. Yeah, it's the same color as the rust. There we go. Okay, I got some new headphones. I just got some like cheap Sennheisers off a guy on the internet. I don't want that on. Diff lock, no. Interior light, no. Lights. There we go. I'll turn that on as well. Actually, it's kind of annoying. Yeah, it's almost certain that the Tassie tiger is extinct. Every now and again, someone comes up and goes, "Oh my god, I saw one," or "I found tiger poop," or something like that, and it's just like, well, did you actually find one? No, of course you fucking didn't. For some reason, I'm only getting sound in the right earball hole. I reckon it's these headphones. I reckon one of them's fucked. That's what you get for buying shit on the internet, people. Maybe it's just not plugged in properly on the thing. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so let's do a Q&A. Let me... Oh, hang on. Maybe it is working left here. I actually can't really... Could be either. Fuck it. Have you considered playing RimWorld? Yeah, I actually have Stone Song. My brother Fotis says like he loves it. He thinks it's amazing. To me, it kind of looks like Prison Architect, but in space or on a planet. Can only hear the engine from the right side too. Yeah, it's weird. Like, I don't know if it's just my. Oh no, there it is. There it is. No, it's just for some reason I think the engine's like over there and behind me, so that's why you only hear it in the right hand here. I was like, oh no, there it is. It's working. Xenon Botany Bay Colony in RimWorld would be amazing. Yeah, if I did, it would be like Australian colonisation themed, like you know 1700s themed, with Captain Cook and whoever else led the fucking invasion. Speaking of invasions, it was Australia Day yesterday, or as we call it, Australia Day. Of which I did nothing. I observed the holiday, but only actually I didn't even observe the holiday. I fucking worked yesterday, so yeah. It was just another day for me, really. There was less traffic, if that was helpful. So, what did we do? What we generally do on Australia Day is we have a barbecue. It was actually quite a nice day yesterday. Like it was overcast, but it was okay. The tiger is a known animal, but one was hunted to extinction. The last one died in captivity in 1936. I think the last sighting was like 1960s. Every now and again it sort of flares up and someone's like, oh my god, I saw one, and it's like, well, did you really? I don't believe you at all. So yeah. So as some of you probably have probably guessed, I posted a bunch of like random videos yesterday, about 20 of them. And the reason for that is that I am no longer bound by ShackTac's video rules, video laws. And the reason for that is that yesterday, I got removed from ShackTac, which was fun. It was kind of like didn't know it was coming, but it sort of blew up yesterday. And if you guys have got any questions about why or anything like that, just ask. I want to try and be as transparent as possible. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, look, I don't want you guys to ask, you know, why it happened or anything like that. I want to, you know, I think you guys have sort of a right to know. At the same time, I'm going to be a little bit, I'll be a little bit, oh shit, I've run past the poop hole. I want to be a little bit sort of judicious with what happened, because there's, you know, obviously there's people still in ShackTac who I actually give a fuck about, and move this out of the way. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in ShackTac which you guys probably never see. You probably guess and hint that it's hinted at, but you never really see, because there's sort of this kind of veil of secrecy around anything to do with ShackTac, that is very hard to sort of. It's really hard to what's the word? Yeah, I'm gonna suck the poop out. Get in there, fucking hose. There we go. There we go. All good. Okay. Was about you uploading YouTube content. Basically, Rose, yeah. So you probably don't know, but I've actually had a lot of restrictions placed on the ShackTac content that I can upload. All of it's been by Dyslexy. None of the other sort of staff make those decisions. It's all made basically by him. Hey, it's Jeff Gay. Speaking of ShackTac people. So yeah, I have a lot of restrictions, or had a lot of restrictions on the content that I could produce, like the way it was produced and the type of content I could produce, and that sort of thing. Like, I wasn't able to make any videos that I just like. If I was going to make ShackTac videos and had no restrictions, I would make very different videos. That'd be probably longer. That'd feature a lot more of, or a lot less of the actual combat, and a lot more of the background stuff that happens. So yeah, like me specifically, I have a lot more restrictions than even, you know, most ShackTac people, simply because of the number of videos that I've produced, and the type of videos that I've produced in the past. So I can't watch with sound at the moment. It's just Neviotha. Oh, you're gonna miss out then. So for what it's worth, it sucks, and I'm sorry. Says, oh Jesus. I rumblings about Dyslexia's restrictions on ShackTac videos from other videos. Yeah, I mean, I understood some of it. A lot of it I did not. I mean, to give you an example, I was going to review this before the video, but I ended up running out of time. For example, I was not allowed to show any pre-game on footage since about probably, I think, August last year. So anything that happens before game on, because we usually sit around and talk and stuff before game on. That's what a lot of my videos featured, because it was the more interesting stuff that happened. I wasn't allowed to produce, to show any of that. That was all basically, you know, off limits to me. And it basically happens because I'll produce a video that is particularly... It's particularly unlike Dyslexy's videos. I think Dyslexy would very much like all of the videos produced by ShackTac to be pretty much exactly the same as his. And that's fair enough. I mean, you can have that opinion. I disagree, but I abided by it. Another one of the restrictions that I had was that applied, I'm pretty sure, just to me. What else did I have? I should have reviewed the... I've got all this written down, but I forgot to review it beforehand. What else was there? I was actually sitting there thinking this morning, about like 5:30 this morning. I was laying awake in bed going, now these are the things I need to cover. I should write these down, and then didn't. So, I mean, one of the restrictions that applies to everybody is that we're not allowed to stream at all. So, basically all the stuff you see is sort of sanitized and edited, so that, you know, basically we don't show anything that. Oh, what's happened to the hose? It's all bunched up at the bottom. I was just thinking it's taking a long time. There we go. Now it's going. No, it stopped again. Come on. Come on. My guy's dry reaching. Well, the hose is all bunched up at the bottom for some reason. It's like it's stuck in the well. Try that. I think it's working. No, it's not. The hose is stuck in the hole. So yeah, I've had a lot of restrictions placed on the videos, like just that applied just to me, which has been pretty shitty. Like I've basically wanted to create videos the way I want, not the way other people decide. I think I could make a lot more interesting videos if I was given free reign, but yeah, I didn't have that opportunity. So fucking hell, what is up with this bloody hose? It's all bunched up and I can't get it out. I'm trying to pull it out, but the problem is it falls back in the hole almost straight away. I'll be honest, I enjoy watching Dyslexia's videos. I find a lot of things he does in regard to hierarchy, following orders to behavior can get away with due to being dyslexic. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and badmouth him because that's not very good. But let's just say I was unhappy with his video policies, and I was unhappy with the videos that were so the policies that were applied specifically to me, not to other people. So that led to the day before yesterday. You might remember, I don't know if I spoke about it or not. I did a tabletop simulator session with some of the ShackTac guys. Now this is not a ShackTac sort of sanctioned event. It just happened to be that it was a bunch of ShackTac people that were participating. We're also in the ShackTac TeamSpeak server because it's easier to do it that way than use the inbuilt voice communications, because the voice comms in Tabletop Simulator are pretty shite. Grab it. Yes, there we go. Come on. I've almost fixed this hose. Almost. I think. Come on. Come on. Okay, I think I've got it. There we go. Okay, so now if I feed it in, I'm getting distracted by the bloody hose. Ooh. Surely now. What the hell? Maybe I finished. Have I finished? I don't know what's going on here. I'm not sure what's going on. The hose seems to be stuck at the bottom, or has some sort of bug or something. Okay, anyway, fuck it. So yeah, I did a I didn't stream it or anything. It was just like a recorded video that I did. And hang on, I'm gonna turn this dickhead down because he's quite loud in my ear holes. Turn this down. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so was the thing full before you started pumping it? Yeah, it was. It was definitely full. Like there's only 5 or 4, I can't remember, guys that actually have sewage wells, and they're all full because I haven't done any work for ages. Oh, God damn it. This is so frustrating. Give me the fucking thing. I kind of need to fix this whole hose situation. So yeah, I did a tabletop sim stream. We played House on the Hill, or House on Haunted Hill, or whatever the fuck it's called, and we had a good time. We played with Absolute, and who else was there? There's a bunch of other people there. I think Low Wolf was there, and some other guys. And I asked them all before we started. I said, "Is it, you guys okay if I record this?" And they're like, "Yeah, you know, no problem. They get recorded all the time, so that wasn't an issue for them. And there was no issue. So I recorded it. It was all good. We had a laugh. Actually no, we all lost. That's right. Yeah. So I was on the sort of co-op team. I don't know if you know House on Haunted Hill at all, but halfway through, it sort of changes, and one person becomes sort of the bad guy, and everybody else becomes like a team trying to stop the bad guy from doing whatever they're trying to do. And there's about 50 different options, or 50 different variations on how it can go down. And we were playing one of those variations, and we got absolutely murdered. Like, we got absolutely wrecked. I don't think we were playing the rules properly. In the newest version of House on Haunted Hill, it's that they don't actually have the one that we were playing anymore. I think because it's quite busted. That's in the water, or in the poop, and it's not working. Yeah, it's all curled up at the bottom. It's not working. That must be a bug. Like, I've pulled it all the way out, and now it's not working. Okay, well, we'll pull the hose out and we'll reload it and take it back. Okay. Oh, god damn it. Piss poor timing, hold on. That was my partner calling to tell me that my son was hysterical at drop off to daycare today. So that's fantastic. Okay, so yeah, Tabletop Sim. We played Tabletop Sim for about 2 or 3 hours. We had a good time. It was good. I then realised that due to a fuck up with mostly this thing, I hadn't actually recorded any of my own voice, and I wouldn't be able to use the video. So I posted in the ShackTac Discord and just said, look, is anybody having to record that session? Because I need to get my own voice off them. And so then about a couple of hours later, actually no, it was like later that night, Dyslexy messaged me on Discord and said, were you thinking of making a video out of that that tabletop simulator video thing that you recorded? And I was like, yeah, probably, if I can get the audio for it. And he said, look, I'm not comfortable. Fuck me! Come out, hose! Fucking hose. God damn it. It's a write-off. It's a complete write-off. Dyslexy messaged me and said, look, I'm not comfortable with you making that video. And I sort of said, well, it was done outside of ShackTac. Just happened to have ShackTac people in it. And we were using the ShackTac TeamSpeak server. But other than that, it wasn't ShackTac like organised or branded or anything like that. It was just basically some friends playing a game. And I said, well, you don't really have the right to say, I can't use this video, or yeah, you don't really have the right to say I can't use this video or make a video from it, because it's not really anything to do with ShackTac or you for that matter. But he said, look, I'm not happy with what did he say? I want to make sure I get this right, so I don't want to like misquote him or anything like that. He basically said that he thought I was using ShackTac as a way to sort of not ShackTac, but the actual ShackTac community as a way to sort of further my YouTube interests. So essentially I was using ShackTac to... Can I take this off? How does this come off? And actually, oh, there we go. Is it? No. Hang on. Oh, that's right. I grabbed the other end. I remember now. He's basically saying I was using ShackTac as a way to sort of, you know, further my YouTube interests. And I said, well, that's not really the case at all. I've never, you know, done such a thing. It's just a case of we were playing a game and I wanted to record it because I thought it'd make an interesting video. And he said, it doesn't matter. I don't want you to use that video. And I pretty much just said, well, tough luck. I'm going to use it anyway. And that's when he removed my access to the forums, the Discord, basically all my ShackTac access. And we had probably I think a 2-hour conversation about how he wasn't happy with the way my videos, like how I portrayed ShackTac in my videos. I think that was more or less the sort of the takeaway from it. And I was really taken aback, because it was like, well, this is really nothing to do with you. This is my channel. I can do what I like with it. This is not ShackTac. Like this video that I was thinking of making was not ShackTac related. It was not going to be ShackTac branded or anything like that. And I was just really like, this has got nothing to do with you. Just butt out, you know. But he was. I mean, his excuse was that he thought I was using the community to, you know, further my own YouTube interests. Which, I mean, you could argue that is the case, but I certainly don't feel that way. Like, I play ShackTac for ShackTac's sake. I don't play ShackTac to record videos. In fact, the number of ShackTac videos I made has steadily decreased over the years. It hasn't increased. I mean, at one stage I was producing like 5 videos a week, back in the early days. Lately it's been 1 video a week. So it's not exactly like I'm flat out, you know, whoring myself to... Oh, that's the wood drop off place. It's not exactly like I'm flat out whoring myself to ShackTac and producing videos, you know, flat out. I'd say that's, if anything, it was more the case 4 years ago than now. This guy doesn't have it well, I don't think. No. So we had a 2-hour discussion where he basically said, this is what I think, and I said, well, that's incorrect. I mean, you're free to have that opinion, but that's not how it is at all. And he basically said, it doesn't matter, you're not allowed to produce that video. And I said, well, I'm going to produce it anyway if I feel the need. I'm not going to have you dictate what's on my channel any further than you already do, because to be honest, I think you already have far too much, you know, sway over my channel and dictate, you know, the content far too much as it is. I'm not going to have you dictating what you do in my non-ShackTac related videos. And he said, well, if that's the case, then this is where we part ways. And I said, well, if that's what you've got to do, then that's what you've got to do. I can't stop you from doing it, obviously. You are essentially the dictator in the ShackTac realm. It's not like it goes to a committee where 3 or 4 people decide what's going to happen. He basically says, no, you're out, and that's it. There's no appeals. There's nothing you can do, essentially. So that's more or less what happened. We parted on fairly amicable terms. Like, there wasn't like a shouting match where we were calling each other names or anything like that. It's just a case of he wanted to basically dictate how I produced this video, and I'm like, well, you can do that for ShackTac videos because you have the threat of kicking us out, but I can't have you dictating what happens outside of that. That's just not right under any... I don't think anybody's going to say, yes, that's okay to do. But he said, no, that's the way it is. So I said, well, that's pretty much it then, isn't it? So what's the rest of ShackTac's community about this? Yeah, well, most people probably don't know, because it's not like there's an announcement goes out that says, you know, Xenon's been removed from ShackTac. Generally the way people find out that people have been removed is that, oh shit, I forgot to turn the pump on. Usually the way people find out that they've been removed from ShackTac is, or like other people have been removed from ShackTac, is that either they're friends with them and they'll tell them, or they happen to go on the roster and say see that they're no longer... we have a roster of, you know, people that are on there, and they can sort of go on there and go, oh, this person's not there anymore, they must have been removed. That's usually the way people find out. There's no like thing that goes out and yeah, people, there's no process for that. So yeah, I mean, I think I saw it as him trying to dictate what happens on my channel for non-ShackTac related videos. He saw it as me trying to use ShackTac as a source for videos. And I said, well, that's not the case. He said it is. And I said, well, you can have that opinion, but it doesn't make it true. And that's pretty much where we parted ways. So, yeah, I just found his gall really disgusting. And to give you some background, this is not really something that I've said publicly, but Dyslexia and I have butted heads on pretty much every kind of YouTube video related issue there is. And it's basically me doing something that I thought was fairly innocuous, or, you know, producing something I thought was fairly innocuous, him saying, no, take that down. And me saying, okay. Because if you don't say okay, you get kicked out, which is what happened here. If I'd have said, yep, look, okay, I'll take down the video, I'd still be in ShackTac right now. However, then that sets the precedent of him being able to say, look, I don't like that video on your channel, get rid of it. And I'm like, I can't have that. I can't have him dictating what's on my channel and what's not. So that's pretty much what happened. I got removed. My access was removed at like about 1 o'clock in the morning, because it was about 2 o'clock in the morning when all this went down. It would have been, what day is it today? Friday? So it would have been Wednesday morning, like about 1 o'clock in the morning, that all this went down. I'm not going to get this bloody hose back out, am I? There's not enough play. I might just edge the truck forward a bit. You'd be mad to want in after what was said. Yeah. I mean, it's like, I don't begrudge people who want to get in and play, because it's the community is great. I love playing the sessions. I've been there since 2012. I joined in May 2012. That was sort of the height of the Kilroy Daisy, you know, craze. That's where I sort of found the ShackTac community. Hang on, let me just change this back to low. Okay. Put that back on. Block the road with my truck. That's what everybody wants. Yeah, so I joined in May 2012, and I've been there, what's that? We've come up on more than 4.5 years. We've come up on almost 5 years now. So, but that, yeah, none of that matters. It doesn't matter how long you've been there. If you fuck up and you don't do pretty much exactly what Dyslexia says, you get booted. I've had increasing restrictions put on my videos because of the videos that I've produced. And that sucks. I'd rather those restrictions weren't in place. Some of them I kind of understood, but thought they were too heavy-handed. Other ones I just flat out disagreed with. Like, I don't go and produce videos simply because they are controversial or anything like that. Having said that, the caveat to that is that I have but I've made a bunch of videos that were basically only for people in ShackTac. We have it there. There's a sort of a rule in ShackTac that you can produce any sort of video, more or less any sort of video you like, as long as it's unlisted, and only for, you know, people. You only share it with people in ShackTac, because there's a lot of funny shit that goes on that other people would like to see, but we're not allowed to show sort of the general public because it presents a bad image. I personally don't really agree with that, which is part of the reason why I emptied that out. Part of the reason why I relisted all the videos, well, not all the videos, but some of the videos on my channel that were perhaps not ShackTac worthy, I guess would be what Dyslexia would call it. I'm subbed to Dyslexia because of the things that DSL said. I don't want to support him. Still subbed to all the rest of the ShackTac day. Yeah, I mean, that's just it. I mean, I have no problem with anybody else in ShackTac. Basically just him. We've butted heads so many times on every single issue you can fucking imagine. We've pretty much not got along from day one, and the relationship that we've had is basically staying out of each other's way until he finds something that pisses him off about something that I've done, and then him coming and saying get rid of this, and me saying yes, okay. That's basically our relationship in a nutshell, and it's been that way ever since it started, and it's been kind of like awful. Like, I've almost left a couple of times because of the stupid shit that he's done, and just on principle. But I like playing the games, and I like playing with the ShackTac guys, so it's been a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, his just attitude to everything has been pretty awful. I mean, his whole attitude is fairly toxic at times, and we've never got along. So, and I actually told him that. I said, look, we don't get along. That's fairly clear. But like, I'm not trying. I actually said to him, look, I'm not trying to hurt you, but your attitude to dealing with people is toxic. it's horrendous. I mean, you really need a PR person. You need someone, you need a HR person, really. Because the way you deal with people is abrasive at best. And he didn't answer that, really. Like, it was part of a much larger sort of block of text that I sent him because we're in the middle. It was like 2 a.m. in the morning, and yeah, I was quite tired by that stage, but so yeah. Didn't he literally tell you to try to stay as far away from possible from you? Yeah, and I told him the same thing. I said, look, we don't get on. We should stay out of each other's way. And that's pretty much what we said. I mean, I have purposely avoided him before. There has been times when he's joined my fire team and I've just gone, oh, fuck, this will be great. And each time I've been like, yeah, he's just, his whole attitude is horrendous. So talk to Kelvo or Kilroy since they are the only ones that actually change his decision. Well, Kevbo's actually not really there anymore. Kilroy's also not there anymore, Victor. So nobody can change Dyslexi's decision. In the hierarchy, there's Dyslexy, Taconic, Jive, and I think probably one other person. And then there's like specialists, and then me, and then grunts, PF&Gs, etc. So yeah, there's no democracy here. I mean, I actually said to him at one point, I said, you run this like a dictatorship. And he said, yeah. And I said, well, don't you think it should be about democracy? He said, that would never work. And I'm like, okay. So yeah, I mean, he's as much as admitted that he runs it like a democracy and there should only be one person making decisions. I think that's wrong, and I think probably most people think that's wrong. But you know, in a democracy, you can't really say much about that because there's nothing you can do. I mean, he holds all the keys. He has all of the access. There's nobody you can turn to and say, look, I think I've been treated unfairly. You're pretty much stuck with whatever decision he makes, and that's been that way ever since it started. Yeah, I mean, people have been booted out for various amounts of time. I don't think Beagle's ever been booted out before. He left for a while and then came back for a bit, but I think it's more to do with he's doing his XCOM stuff. But like I said, it's a sort of a dictatorship, and you don't get told anything. You sort of have to intuit it for yourself. Sorry, standard bad blonde hair. Yeah. No, I wouldn't. I mean, Dyslexi's not. Like, I don't want to sit here and badmouth him because it's not great, is it? But I think it's important that people know that, you know, he and I have never gotten on. Whenever I've had to, if you've ever gone to my channel and watched a ShackTac video, and then like a couple of hours later gone, oh shit, where did the video go? It seems to have disappeared. That's because Dyslexia has said to me, take down that video. You need to change it in some way. It doesn't, fit with our guidelines or what have you. So that's what's happened there. And I've never been able to say so before for fear of getting kicked out, but now I've been kicked out and really don't have to worry about it anymore. So, and that's, if you're wondering why that huge deluge of videos came in yesterday, that's where it came from. That's where they all came from. I mean, I guess it's probably going to be perceived as a sort of like a spiteful attack to sort of get back at him for, the shit that he's done, but it's not. That wasn't really it at all. It was basically it's more that I'm not bound by ShackTac's video rules anymore because I've been kicked out, so I don't have any rules, so I can do what I want. And I thought they were interesting enough to be made public. If you haven't seen the videos before, there's actually a playlist called, I think I called it Previously Unseen. If you go to my channel, it's actually, I'm pretty sure I put it up on the main page, so you should be able to find it there. If you can't find it, just go through my playlists, it's in there. Why is this pulling to the left? I may have done this truck some damage. Something else is going on. What's going on? There we go. For some reason my truck was pulling to the left. Yeah, so if you've got any questions about ShackTac, ones that you've maybe asked previously and I haven't been able to answer for fear of getting booted, I guess ask them now because I'm being booted now, so there's nothing stopping me from answering any questions you like. There's some questions that I won't answer due to, like security or, the actual ShackTac security or like, you know, personal questions about members or something like that, or stuff I just don't know. There's a lot of stuff I don't know about ShackTac simply because there's a sort of veil of secrecy put over almost everything that happens in ShackTac. So, and it's not like you're told not to tell anybody anything. It's just that information does not flow. It's all sort of gossip and secondhand information. So, they were fun videos, not something that would show people in a group any bad light or such. Well, there was like maybe 1 or 2 videos that I thought twice about, like the Tiny Techno Viking video, but it was like it's fine. Like there's I don't see any problem with it. I really don't. Like I actually really don't see any problem with it. Does it show ShackTac in a professional light? Not particularly, no. But at the same time, it's not like we're doing anything heinous or horrible. So yeah, I don't know. What are you gonna do? Like, it's yeah. I mean, like Dyslexia and I have such differing videos, differing videos, but differing ideas on how to produce a video. His is very down to earth. It's very like the mechanics of it, whereas I'm much more about the, I guess, the more entertaining aspects. Like I like the interactions more than the actual armor itself. Like I actually find armor itself fairly boring. I find it fun at times, but the actual, there's a lot of sitting around, a lot of running from A to B, a lot of dealing with the stupid bugs that armor presents you with, and I'd rather focus on the interesting shit. And that's why my logistics videos were so interesting. So interesting. That's why my logistics videos were so popular, because they showed something other than running at someone and shooting. And people love those. Love that. So I'm going to try my best to keep up with the questions if you ask them. If I miss your question and it's been like 5 minutes and I haven't answered it, or even like 2 minutes and I haven't answered it, then, you know, if you think it's important enough, just ask it again, because I am watching the chat, but I'm sort of, it's in between, you know, playing games. So this will give me a good opportunity to answer some questions, because filling up this thing with fuel takes about 3 or 4 minutes. Undo this. I've got something pop up over the chat, so that's making it difficult to see. N5 Corp says, you're a chap for being so damned understanding to spot the situation. Yeah, I mean, I was sort of pulling back anyway. I wasn't going to leave, but I was kind of like, I had to step back because there was so much going on in my life. Like there's so many things that I'm doing. Like there's D&D. I've got obviously all the videos that I produce. There's the streams that I'm doing now. There was obviously I'm being there for my partner. I've got a son. I've got work. So there was like 6 or 7 different things that I do, like all the time. So obviously ShackTac as well. I play a lot of Rocket League. So all of that sort of happens, and it was sort of taking a toll on my personal life. My partner actually said to me, I barely see you at the moment. And I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty busy most of the time. So what's your favourite guy within ShackTac? It's got to be TJ. TJ is my favourite friend within ShackTac. And TJ joined around the same time I did. He joined about, I think, 2 weeks before I did. So we were both in sort of the May deluge of people. If you're not aware, in 2012, Kilroy produced the Days Ahead series. And that resulted in a huge increase in number of applications for people trying to join ShackTac, because they thought that's what it was about. I'm presuming. So I watched a bunch of his videos, I watched a bunch of other people's videos, and then applied, and they were like 2 weeks later I managed to get in, and I was extremely lucky to get in, because A, the number of people applying, and B, to get in such a short time frame was crazy. Like now, if you apply now today, if you apply to ShackTac today, you're probably not going to now, but if you apply for ShackTac today, it would be minimum 3 to 6 months before even getting a reply, probably. So, yeah, that would be what you're looking at. So, for me to get in with 2 weeks was not unheard of at the time, but by today's standards, it was pretty much fucking unheard of. So, damn it, I'm trying to turn off the lights, and I think I've turned them on to brighter. Oh, there we go. And a huge decrease when they realised they didn't play DayZ 24/7. Well, there's a huge turnover. Like I think there's a statistic, and I'm pulling the number out of my ass, but I think it's something along the region of like, of all the people that actually apply, maybe 1% get in and stay, I should say, and actually like stay past, you know, like 3 months. 1%. I think it's something like that. It's an infinitesimally tiny number. So. Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's a case of people thinking it's different, or certainly not nowadays, because you know I think it's fairly clear exactly what ShackTac is. Well, actually, it's not entirely clear, but you get a good sense from the videos what ShackTac is like. But I think a lot of people aren't prepared for the level of effort you've got to put in. Like, you basically have to play every single Saturday. Otherwise, you have to apply for reservist status. And especially early on, if you're not there pretty much every Saturday and you don't have a good reason for not being there, then you'll be asked why you're not participating. You're also expected to be there on for the Wednesday sessions, or for me the Thursday sessions. That's not required, but it's it's highly encouraged. So let me just chuck this in here. And that wasn't really much of an issue for me. Like, I was happily, like, at the beginning, it's really exciting, and you want to be there every weekend anyway, or every Saturday anyway. So Xenon's dealing with the situation with 5 cases of beer. Yeah, unfortunately, I can only buy them 5 cases at a time. We be tactical as fuck. We tack. So yeah. Hardly anyone goes to Shack News anymore. Yeah, I mean it's not a site that people really think of when they want to get gaming news. I mean I used to go there back in the day, but we're talking 15 years ago, 10 years ago probably. What else have I got to do here? I might buy some oil and stuff. I haven't bought any for a while. Now I got to pump the poop here as well. Now I think about it, I'll get one of those, one of all, one of each, please. Yeah, so that is it in a nutshell. I haven't explained it very well. I actually wanted to do like an actual recorded video where I explained all my thoughts and all of my the process of what happened and all the background stuff that's happened. I mean, the stuff that I've told you is about 10% of all the shit that's happened to me over the past 5 years. Like, not all of it's been bad, but 80% of it's been bad. So basically, whenever I have to deal with dyslexia, it's been bad. Like, I noticed the other day that all of my interactions with him are pretty much negative, because he doesn't talk to me unless there's a problem. So maybe it's better you're being shoved out into breaking out on your own and branching out. I mean, part of the reason for creating so many other videos other than ShackTac videos has been, I mean, the ShackTac videos are what people like. I get about 10 times as many views for ShackTac videos, often sometimes more, for ShackTac videos than I do for any other video. Like, even these streams, I only get maybe about 1/10 of the views that the ShackTac videos get. So, yeah, it's kind of like, that's what people came for, and that's fine. Like, if that's what people really wanted to see, I was happy to create the videos. Having said that, I wasn't there to create videos, or to be in ShackTac to create videos. That's not why I was there. I was there because I enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing with the guys. I enjoyed having fun, getting up to the antics that we got up to. But I was increasingly unable to produce the videos that I really wanted to produce, and in an ideal world, I'd have had free reign to produce whatever the fuck I wanted. But ShackTac is very much not the real world. So, what are you gonna do? Repeating another question, without naming names of your, will this affect your relationship within the remaining ShackTac members who you are friends with, or you are unofficially blacklisted? No, I mean the guys in ShackTac aren't that petty. They don't like. That's not really that way. I mean, the actual community inside ShackTac is fucking amazing. The guys in there are really understanding. They're really accepting. They're really, really, really great guys. Streamer learns to shoot dreams about ShackTac. Well, that's exactly what I didn't want, and that's why I didn't label this, Xenon leaves ShackTac, join here to, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't want to label it like that because that's a bit crass, and that's basically just trying to get the views essentially. So I was just going to label this Q&A, and people who turn up, the regular people who turn up will then find out, and that's really, that's really who I care about the most. So the people who are here regularly will now know, and people who watch this after the fact will know as well. So here's a question: are you going to edit the stream video, make it cleaner before uploading as a recording? No, this will be just basically I cut the start and the end off, so all the sort of the wait time at the start where it's just like playing music, I'll cut all that out. There's usually a bit of like silence at the end where I'm waiting for the stream to catch up before I press end stream, and that'll be it. Yeah, so I'm not going to sanitize this video to cut out anything. That's part of the I guess to say it's part of my philosophy sounds a bit dickish, but it's essentially, I think people should see it the way it is. It's not, I'm not going to edit and sanitize videos to make them sound better. I think if you can't stand by what you've done, then you shouldn't be doing it, essentially. And it's kind of, it's a much more noble sentiment. It's a less noble sentiment than it actually sounds. I think you should stand by what you do. If you're being a dick in session, then maybe people should know that you're being a dick in session. Let me just edge this forward. And Dyslexy pretty much wanted to stop all of that. Like, he didn't want people to know about the pre-session. I don't think he didn't want people to know, but he didn't want people to sort of look at these pre-session videos and go, holy shit, what the fuck are they doing? I think just with a bit of context, it's fine. Like, we did stupid shit like that. Like, if you look at that tiny Techno Viking video, that's occasionally, not all the time, but occasionally that was the stupid shit that we got up to. So it's not a case of that's what ShackTac was like, but that's sometimes that's what happened. And I think people don't get that sense. They don't realize that sometimes we do act like, we do stupid shit like that. And it's all in the name of fun. Like, it's all just basically entertainment for us because we're standing around waiting for shit to happen, essentially waiting for the session to start. So, in case you're not aware, the sessions run... Where's my truck going? Bloody spinning on its own. In case you weren't aware, the way the sessions work is every Wednesday and every Saturday, US time, I'm going to turn this off because it's noisy. I'll just actually sit here for a bit. Oh, my fatigue's off the charts. Maybe I will go home. I've got one more to do, though. I could probably get one more in. It'll be fine. So the way the sessions work is that everyone turns up probably about half an hour before or probably an hour, actually, before the session starts. And we all hang around in a specially made map. Oh, shit. We also hang around a specially made map where there's no weapons, there's no vehicles, nothing like that. It's basically just pretty much an empty map with terrain. And we all just sort of stand around and talk and shoot the shit. And now what often will happen is that the admins will create like vehicles for us, and we'll basically just fly around and shoot each other. But they're pretty sparing. Like, most people, like 90% of the people are going to be standing around watching people do stupid shit. But there'll be a couple of people who... Is this where I was before? It's not, is it? No. A lot of people will sit around and essentially just wait for the session to start. It's called the JIP mission. If you've ever wondered what we say when we talk about the JIP session or the JIP mission, that's pretty much what we're talking about. It's us standing around waiting for shit to happen. And that's where all the stupid, crazy shit happens that you saw in some of the videos that I posted yesterday. And that's exactly the sort of thing that Dyslexy said, you are not allowed to post shit that happens in these videos. And I'm like, well, fair enough. It doesn't show Jack in a particularly good light. I'm not ashamed of anything that happens in there. But fair enough. If that's the way you want it, then I don't really have a choice. I'm stuck with whatever you say. Now, there's like the Tiny Techno Viking video I made a video of that because, and it's been on my channel for years. That channel's been sitting there unlisted for probably about, I think it was like 2013. That was still Arma 2, so probably 2013. I think it was near the end of before we switched to Arma 3. But I can turn the pump on. So, yeah, I mean, that's been sitting there on my channel for fucking ages. Just waiting for me to... Well, actually, it was never really going to be, released because I didn't think I'd ever get kicked out of ShackTac, but there you go. I guess everything comes to an end eventually. And there's been a lot of videos that I would have liked to have produced, but couldn't because of videos, and all that footage is gone now. I can't keep, hundreds of gigs worth of videos on the off chance I might make it one day, so... Oh, you're kind of tired out, says Helen. Yeah, this will be the last one I do, so I'll drive home after this. I also think with YouTube videos, you never / rarely see the other side. The bad missions where you get shot in the face 30 seconds in and then can't reach it for the next 45, 60 minutes. Yeah, Rose, there's a fair amount of that. Like, it's not often that I'll get shot in the face, like, very early in a mission. But it happens occasionally. But what normally happens is remember, you'll join a mission, and everyone will be at the slot up screen, and then slotting up takes 5 minutes or so, depending on how long, how many people we've got. Then there's about probably 10 to 30 minutes of standing around on average. Sometimes it's been as long as an hour before. We were just standing around waiting for shit to get sorted before you actually move out and start running towards your objective, or driving or flying or wherever it is you're going to go. So remember, there's 30 minutes of standing around talking to people first, and you don't see any of that. Well, you rarely see any of that. Remember the pizza video that I did? I think it was called The Pizza Guy. That was an excellent representation of the sort of video that I'd like to produce, because it was hilarious, and it was a really good representation of the sort of shit that happens before Game On. If you're not aware of the video, you should go and look it up. I think it's called The Pizza Guy. And one of the members of ShackTac had ordered a pizza and was waiting for the guy to arrive with his pizza, and it had been about, I think it had been over an hour, like an hour and a half, and he was supposed to be there within like 20 minutes. So he called the pizza place like live while we were waiting there, and he actually opened up his mic so we could hear the other end, and it was a really funny interaction. Like, it was really, really good. I liked it. Yeah, exactly. The pizza, like, everybody loves the pizza video. So yeah, that's a good representation of the sort of pre-mission video that I like to produce, because it was funny, it was interesting, it was just worth it. It was worth recording and worth uploading because it was entertaining, and it had a really good end. Like, it had a really good end because in the next mission, like once that mission had finished, I actually went to whoever it was. I actually can't remember who it was. Oh shit! There's my stop. I've just found my bonnet. I've been looking for that for fucking ages. There it is. It's sitting there on the side of the road. How did I miss that? Holy crap. I've been looking for this for ages. Yeah, that's a good representation of the sort of missions that I really like to show, and the sort of things that I really like to show. Because it's something that happens in ShackTac, but you never see it because we're not allowed to show it. And I mean, there's reasons for not showing it, but to be honest, I don't think they're good enough, and I think most people don't really think the reasons are good enough. But nobody's allowed to say anything because for fear of being booted out. I mean, look what happened. The one time that I stood up to Dyslexia and just said, no, I'm not going to do that because it's wrong, I got booted. Every other time I've said, yeah, okay. I've had to, because otherwise I'd have got booted. It's basically, you do what he says, otherwise you get booted. Now, I've what's steadily happened to me over the years is, like, in 2012, there was basically no restrictions on videos. You could basically produce whatever the fuck you wanted, essentially. If you produce something particularly heinous or particularly awful, or in Dyslexia's eyes, what the? Whoa, Jesus. Fucked him up. Yeah, Dyslexia could ask you, tell you to take it down, and if you didn't, you got booted. But other than that, there was no real rules around it. Around, I think, 2013, there was a set of video guidelines that basically said they had to be professionally produced. There's a whole list of rules, like saying you can't do this, you have to do this, that sort of thing. So Rose, this is a legit more logic question. When you slot up squad structure, is there any sort of rules on what squad you can join, or is it free for all, or is it predetermined? So when you join, the only restrictions are for, I think, PFNGs and FNGs. PFNGs aren't allowed to take any roles other than sort of grunt / AT guy. Oh shit. No. Get that back. I'm going to the trees. I'm losing my... There we go. Yeah, so PFNGs, they're like the lowest level guys. They're the guys that have just joined, essentially. They're only allowed to be grunts, essentially, because they're still learning the ranks and how everything works. If you're an FNG, you're allowed to take everything, I think, except specialist slots, like mat and stuff like that. You know, like the Logi slots, for example. If you're an FNG, you're not really allowed to take that. Simply because you're like, again, you're still learning how to do stuff, and that's fair enough. Like, I understand that. I think I for the most part agree with that. I think there probably should be some exceptions, but for the most part, yeah, I agree with that. Other than that, if you're a reservist, you are only allowed to take. You can't take leadership slots or like specialist slots like mat or Logi or anything like that. Apart from that, no. It's like, if you can take a slot, then you can have it. That's pretty much the rules. I might be forgetting one or two rules, but that's essentially it. It's not predetermined. It's basically, they call, you know, they do it in 3 waves. They basically say leaders and medics, I think. Leaders and I've listened to it so many times, but I don't actually remember it now. It's been so long. I think leaders and FTL slot up, so basically the actual leads, they get all the leaders slots filled out first before they sort of fill out the other slots. And then they do everyone else. So leaders, FTLs, and then sort of everyone else. So yeah, it's a system that worked fairly well. It essentially made sure you had leadership before we started. I'm just gonna make sure I don't crash and try and read chat. Do you want to play armor again with another group? WePlayers, perhaps, if a suitable bunch of people are found. I was thinking about this yesterday, and I'm thinking, I'm not going to join another armor group. Like, I'm not going to go to whatever other armor groups are out there and join them because I want to play armor. Because if I'm brutally, like, I want to try and be honest. If I'm brutally honest, I don't really want to play armor. I want to interact with friends. That's really what I want to do. And that's why I like doing the streams, and that's why I like doing the tabletop session that we did. I enjoyed that. I enjoy playing Rocket League with Jeff K and some of the other guys that play Wacky Week. The armor was really just a way to talk to friends, essentially, and interact and have a bit of fun. Like, I didn't dislike playing armor. I enjoyed some aspects of it. Like, I like being Logi and I like doing the support classes. But since A2 moved to A3, and there's been no medical system in A3, I really haven't enjoyed being a medic at all. Because if you watch my Armor 2 videos, I was pretty much medic in almost every single video. Not because I played medic every single time, but because that was the slot that I enjoyed playing, and that's the one I had fun in and was most interesting in. And since they sort of took that away, I've been enjoying it a lot less. But having said that, I still enjoyed it. I still had fun. It was interesting. But yeah, I don't think I'd join another group. I'd play armor with some friends, like some of the WePlay, crew that we got here, and some ShackTac guys if they wanted to play, but obviously not in the ShackTac server. So yeah, I mean, I'd play with friends. I wouldn't join another, I wouldn't just join a random group that I didn't know anything about, or didn't know somebody in. So hey, Limbus. It's like in any unit, you need to prove yourself first that you're capable and then you can be trusted. Yeah, exactly. So that's why we slotted up leaders first, and that's why you can't be a leader straight off the bat. Yeah, so if you've just joined and you're wondering what we're talking about, I want to say I left ShackTac, but I really got booted. It wasn't I didn't leave by choice. So yeah, that's basically what happened. Dyslexia and I had differing opinions on how I should run my channel and the sort of videos I should have on my channel, and that was basically where we parted ways. That's the long and short of it. Do they have some change the password every time they kick someone, or do they have a white blacklist? We have changed the password once while I've been there. Obviously, I'm not going to tell anybody what the password is, but I think they only change the password if there's a problem. If the password gets out and people start, random people start joining the server, that's when they change the password. And I think it's only ever happened once the entire time I've been there. So I doubt they'll change the password after I leave. So if I was going out and tell everybody what it was, then they'd change it. But yeah, they don't change it very often. Here we go. Hollywood. Handbrake. No, just run into things. That didn't really work, did it? Never mind. Alright, let's go to sleep. Get out of the truck. Yeah, so, just so you guys are aware, I've got 5 videos that are currently unlisted that I'll relist. They're videos that Dyslexia asked me to take down for various reasons, and I have sort of had to say yes. I better drink some, otherwise I'm going to die in my sleep. I was very thirsty. Dyslexia is a cool tune. 1, 2, 3. It's 1, 2, 4. You're full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the same combination as my luggage. Yeah. So, what was I saying? Yeah. So I basically got removed from the group, and because I didn't agree with the way that Dyslexia was. I interpreted it as Dyslexia was trying to exert influence over my channel for videos other than ShackTac videos, and he interpreted it as trying to protect the community from my evilness, I guess. That's a blunt way of putting it, but essentially that was what it was about. Favorite ShackTac memory. Ooh, favorite ShackTac memory. I've got a lot of good memories of. If you remember Arcarius, he's a guy I used to play with. He quit like 2 years ago. I have a lot of good memories of playing with him. Probably my favorite. I know it was my favorite memory, but my favorite mission was the original logistics mission. If you've ever seen that, it's the one that's got the most views on my channel now. That's my favorite time playing with ShackTac at all. Actually, at all. I had the most fun playing there. Oh no, my bees are trying to escape. Yeah, just being able to play, doing logistics stuff, and actually having it matter, was like the best fun I've had playing ShackTac. So, Mrs. having a seizure. She's awake again now, so it should be good. Fucking hell, like, man. Like, I'm presuming you're not being like you're not being, you know, humorous and be like, oh, she's having a seizure. I'm presuming she's having an actual seizure, in which case you should probably go and do something about that. Oh, she has epilepsy. Yeah, I've got a friend who has epilepsy. He's never had a seizure around me, but he's told me plenty of times about when he has, and it's pretty awful. So. If that's all, and like, if I don't begrudge you, like, I understand if that's what you were here for, then that's probably what you wanted to see, and that's okay. You know, I would hope that you look at some of my other videos and go, maybe, you know, maybe that's interesting enough for you to want to stay. But if it's not, then, you know, I don't expect you to stay on my channel just for me. But hopefully you find some of the other content I do interesting enough to stay sub to. I have 6 full mugs of tea next to me because of that shit. I donated $1 to the Vince laptop cause. No, you didn't. There is no Vince laptop cause. You should do my wrestling ideas, then. You'll get all the views. Which wrestling idea is that? Favorite fuck up ball drop during a mission, like a blue on blue self frag. whenever I shoot someone who's on my team, that's always a massive fuck up. The most sort of notable one I can think of recently is probably, there was a mission I did where trying to think, like there was a mission I did, I don't remember the name of it, and so it's not gonna be very useful to you, but essentially we went in via helicopter to try and rescue some guys, some bad dudes, called bad dudes because not because they were bad, but because they were, hang on, let me just get these fucking logs out of the way. And I ended up shooting one of them in the head. It was an excellent shot, in my defense. Let me just get rid of this shit. There we go. Yeah, so that was not great. And I realized, like, almost directly after, some of the time I won't realize I've friendly fired until afterwards. You go, oh shit, he was on my team, what the fuck? And then I feel bad, but I don't feel as bad as when I realize at the time and go, oh fuck. So. Hey, split it open, come on. I don't know if that's actually a part or not. It's not, I don't think. Okay. If you donate to that fund, yeah, you got swiveled. I literally shot 3 friendlies in a single mission. I probably have. I'm not going to say I didn't because it's entirely possible I did. Oh, that one with the snow mission? Yeah, I did. But that was like they even sort of said at the time, like, we didn't call ourselves out. Like, a lot of the time it's not generally one particular person's fault. Like, sometimes it is like that, but a lot of the time it's because your friendlies are behind enemy lines and they haven't said, oh look, we're here, don't shoot us. So basically, if you're behind friendly lines and people, like, if you're standing where people are expecting bad guys to be, you can pretty much 70% of the time you expect to get shot. IFF in armor is not great. If you don't have a super duper high res monitor, it's even harder. If it's nighttime, it's super hard, and if the uniforms are even vaguely similar, it's almost impossible. So, disassemble it and give it a good blow. Video a couple of months ago where you domed Mr. H. I probably have. Like, I shudder to guess the number of ShackTac friendlies I've killed. I should have a counter. Someone go and watch all my videos and count all the friendlies I've killed. Generally, if I shoot friendlies, I'll probably make a video of it. It really depends on how interesting the video is. Like, there's a lot of videos I record and turned out to be bloody boring. Like, just completely not-interesting. Either because nothing happens, or I spend the entire time walking around and then the mission ends. Like, that happens a lot. Probably about 15-20% of the time. Like, I'll walk around, maybe I'll see one guy. A lot of the time I won't see anybody, and then the mission will end. Or I'll get shot, and then that's it. And there's a lot of missions like that. And they don't see the light of day. So, where's my wood cart? How'd that wood get out here? Why am I still carrying the axe? So many questions. So, I was getting to this before. I've got 5 videos that are unlisted currently, that I'll relist over the next probably couple of weeks. I've got 3 or 4 videos, like recorded videos that I haven't made into actual ShackTac videos yet. They will also be, I'll also make those into videos. They're interesting enough that I'll make videos out of them. We get court-martialed. Yeah, Rose, if your laptop's overheating, I can almost I could almost definitely, with probably about 80% certainty, tell you where the problem is. If it's a Toshiba laptop, 99% certain I can tell you what the problem is. There's a little heatsink at the back of your probably left-hand side of your laptop. Like, if you're looking down at the top of it, back left, there'll be some vents there. Behind those vents will be a heatsink probably about the size of your finger, about probably like that big, like this bit here. And it will be clogged full of dust. If you've got a cat or a dog or something that molts hair, then it'll be full of hair, and that'll be blocking your heatsink and stopping the airflow and overheating your laptop. I do probably about one of those a month, roughly. Toshiba laptops are the worst for it. I don't know why. They just pretty much all laptops have the same. Not gonna say all laptops. Like, most laptops I deal with have the same internal structure. Like, there's a heat. They use that same heatsink design. So many questions. It's supposed to be a Q&A stream, so that's all good. At least ShackTac usually deploys as US forces, so FFs is... Well, we don't... I mean, we often deploy in co-ops as US forces, but not always. Like, we've done op4 forces before. Plenty of times. It's cheaper, but I've cleaned those sinks as a power. Google Foo, says Rose. Okay. If it's still overheating, then I'd check the... to make sure the heatsink's actually pushed onto the CPU properly. There'll be 4 screws held in by... Well, you know, the bolts to hold them in, but they'll have little springs on them. So check those as well, because if the heatsink is sitting slightly off the CPU like that, you won't get very good, you know, cooling. It might also be just your CPU is running hot because it's running hot. I never come into this room. Like, this is basically a spare room. It has nothing in it except for a bed and that thing. I should turn the lights off. Wasting all the power. We're doing questions about laptop maintenance. Yes, someone asked a question about laptop maintenance, so I answered. It's more fun than deploying as Brits and getting straight by A10s. Yeah, well. Yeah, so, I guess that's kind of it. Like, I just wanted everyone to know that I've officially left ShackTac. I don't know why I'm doing this, because I have left ShackTac. I've officially left ShackTac. And I've got probably another... If I produce one a week, I've probably got maybe another 10 weeks worth of videos to produce. So... it depends on how things go. Like, I've been doing one video a week now for probably about a year. Simply, like, my videos, the videos that I produced slowed down when we moved to A3 because we didn't have a medical system. Most of my videos prior to that was me being medic. And I really enjoyed doing all that stuff, so. What are your plans for the rest of the first half of 2017? You mean in terms of, like, channel stuff? I mean, I'll be producing the same. I mean, I've probably got like 10 weeks worth. That'll give me, what, 2.5 months? So that'll take me up to, what have we got, February, March, like halfway through April. So, I mean, obviously I'm going to keep doing streams unless anything drastically changes there, but there are currently no plans. So, yeah, basically doing streams, producing the rest of my armor videos. And we might replace armor with something else. Maybe we'll start doing armor with, you know, the WePlay guys and girls. Maybe not. Like, that's something that we've talked about, and someone actually brought up the other day. I think it was Callum or Limeman. I don't remember. Sorry. Oh, there it is. I found it. It's over there. Watermelon. Limeman doesn't really have any ShackTac related questions since I asked them all the other day. Yeah, I let like Limeman and Callum know, because they're my moderators, that I left ShackTac sort of before everyone else did. Before I told everyone else, because well, they were there and I could talk to them. So no, go back into drive mode. Forwards, and I'm trying to remember how to bloody do this thing. Parking brake. We play weekends. No need to keep limited armor. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to do some more tabletop type stuff. The problem is with tabletop is the voice communication. That's fucking awful. So we basically have to have our own TeamSpeak server, or, you know, rent someone else's, and it's and then we can play tabletop games, like actual board games. Like, we played House on Haunted Hill. I had great fun doing that. It was awesome, heaps of fun. Oh, that's right. You don't have to actually hook it up. I just back into it, I think. Come on. Oh, maybe I don't. Maybe I just didn't line it up properly. Hang on. Yeah, when I get the Promised Land, I might be able to play too. There we go. Now we're on. Could I use Discord for voice, or is it crappy? I actually haven't tried it. That's a very good point. We should absolutely do that. It's a good idea, N5. I've no idea what the voice is like in Discord, because I've never had calls to use it. Isn't TeamSpeak free for servers less than 50 people? I'm legit certain I was told that. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure Keegz rents his server. But Keegz has a server that we have, the WePlay server that we use for you know, various things, but I'm pretty sure Keegz rents it and he has to pay money for it. I'm pretty sure. I'm 90-ish% sure. Oh shit, that's not the right way to turn. I gotta back this thing in. Back it on up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, like a fucking pro. Look at that. Yeah, but Discord, yeah, maybe Discord voice. If the Discord voice thing's okay, then yeah, absolutely. Fuck. Open this up. I want to play Secret Hitler. Yeah, I mean, Secret Hitler I think would be better with friends. I'm not saying you guys aren't friends, but we don't really know each other. So me calling you a fuckwit in Discord would perhaps not be the best thing ever. And I'm not a particular fan of the accusatory board game, which is what I kind of call Secret Hitler and what's that other game that's sort of based on Resistance. That sort of thing where you're basically like yelling at each other like, no, I think you're a bad guy. And the other guy's saying, no, I'm not a bad guy. And then you have to sort of defend yourself. There's a lot of bad things that can happen there. But I'd give it a go. Maybe it'll be fun. Maybe I'll enjoy it more than I thought. So, I mean, everybody enjoys Secret Hitler. When I was streaming, I think I streamed Secret Hitler. It was awful. Like, it was so laggy and so crap that we had to give up in the end. We could not finish it. However, the number of people watching that stream was fucking phenomenal. Like I think I had more people watching that than I certainly a lot more than I do now. We had like 20, 25 people watching, and it was laggy as shit, and people loved it. So maybe. I'm a fan of Hitler. Things you're not supposed to say. VoIP was good. The voice detection settings can be a little sensitive though, so PTK. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to do that. I've been press to talk is what I generally do anyway, but Rose was talking about doing some small D&D. Yeah, Rose, I'm not sure if you were talking about doing stuff that we were like with us, or whether you were talking about doing your own D&D stuff. I mean, the D&D stuff's not going to happen before I get a decent internet connection. So we're still 1 month, 4 days away, at a minimum. I checked on the weekend just to see if there'd been any update. There hasn't. So yeah, I'm sort of like, I really want to get a decent internet connection before I do any D&D stuff, because I'd like to stream with video. It's like a whole production thing that I want to go through. I don't want to just do some D&D stream. Like, I want to actually do like a nice high quality stream where it may not even end up being a stream. It may actually end up being recorded, and then like I edit it afterwards. Or we may end up streaming it. We'll probably end up streaming it, realistically, but I want it to be like good. Part of the problem I have with so many D&D streams, like stuff that I've watched, is that the audio quality is awful and it's horrendous to listen to. And if you don't know the people that you're playing with, if you don't know the people that are playing, then you're not really invested in it. And if the audio's shit, then it's one more thing to go wrong, just to drive you away, essentially. So, re-asking, how are you feeling about the situation now? Sad about having to leave, relieved about having to do things more freely, something else? Hang on. Allow me to consider my opinion. I am relieved. I'm sad that I had to leave because I won't be able to produce videos anymore. I won't be able to talk to most of the people in ShackTac anymore, although I've got most of the people that I talk to regularly are in my friends list on Steam, so that's not as big an issue. I'm sad that I left. I'm relieved that I can now produce. Well, I'm relieved that I can produce videos however the fuck I want now. Like, he obviously didn't have any say in videos that I produced that were unrelated to ShackTac, which is part of the reason that, you know, I had to leave, because that's what he was essentially trying to do. But it's two parts. I'm mostly like, I'm a little bit sad that I had to leave, but at the same time I was sort of backing away anyway. Obviously I wasn't going to leave, but I stopped playing on Thursdays, and I haven't been played on a Wednesday. I haven't played on a Wednesday for a year, probably. Just work basically prevented it. I was always busy on Wednesdays, to the point where I stopped even thinking about trying to play on Wednesdays. To the point where if I was home on a Wednesday, or Thursday for me, if I was home at the time that I started playing, I'd be like, oh, I should probably jump in, and then go, oh, I got a lot of work to do. I'll see how I go, and then never played. So, I mean, I haven't been in a Wednesday session for probably a year. I might have joined one or two, but yeah, essentially that's what happened. And because TJ sort of can't play on on Saturdays much anymore. That sort of meant that... sorry, he was the other way around. Because TJ can't play on Wednesdays, or for the most part can't play on Wednesdays, that meant that we were basically never going to see each other in game, which was a bit of a bummer because like a lot of my videos, you notice, have sort of featured me and him as MMG guys or Logi guys or whatever. So I think this might be full. I know it's still going. So yeah, I really enjoyed the interaction with him and me. And it's always nice to have a friend. So yeah, I think I have pretty much loaded up all the thing except for that one, and I've put the axe underneath the truck. Hang on, someone's saying something about roleplay streams. The roleplay streams might be a good place to look. JP does them really well. And someone said something about Critical Role. Like, Critical Role is like the golden standard. The audio's good. Like, it wasn't good in the beginning, but they sorted that shit out now. So the audio's good. The people are good. They know each other. They have a lot of banter going on. Matthew Mercer's obviously fucking God's gift to DMs. So yeah, that is the standard at which I would hold myself. I don't expect to get anything even close to that good. But in terms of audio and technical, know-how, I would hope we get something close to that. You can't split a log once it's on the ground. Fuck it. And that's the standard I would like. Like, that's what I aspire to, essentially. So... Oh, that one just jumped off. Yeah. Wah! Wah-bah! Yeah. Still want to play EDF with you guys. What's EDF? Something Defense Force? English Defense Force. That's what it stands for. I've just decided. Yeah, so that is essentially why I haven't done a D&D stream yet. It's partially... Oh, I can't pick that up. It's partially also a time thing. Like, it's a big ask just to get like 5 people in a room. Well, not even in a room, but just together at the same time to play something. And because of different time zones, it's especially difficult. So, yeah, like that's part of the issue, I think. So I think I will do D&D probably after it becomes fashionable, like long after it's fashionable. That's usually how I do things. I wait till things are no longer fashionable anymore, and then go, oh, I should probably do that. Crit Roll still has far many video problems for a stream of their color. They do, but at the same time, you watch some other stuff. Like, for example, if you watch, what's that one that Chris Perkins does? Not Acquisitions Incorporated, the other one. He does weekly. Fuck, I can't remember what it's called. Somebody will know it. Anyway, the one that he does with the streamers, he plays with Holly and Commander Holly and Jared and Nate and I forget the other lady's name. I can picture her in my head. I just can't remember what she's called, what her name is. I think she does PR for Twitch or something. So, yeah, like the audio issues in that are horrendous. Like you compare that to Critical Role, holy shit! Like even Chris Perkins' mic, he's just got like a headset mic, and it's like it's constantly like blowing into it, or it's hollow, and it's not very good. So. Is it fashionable to play D&D? Are we in the 90s? Well, Caleb, actually, it was very unfashionable in the 90s to play D&D. It's actually much more fashionable now. It's far more fashionable now. And far more acceptable now. Well, accepting. People are far more accepting of it. I actually had someone pop up on my stream the other day. On my Facebook feed the other day. It was a girl that I met who actually... she's actually used to work at a takeaway shop that I went to sort of semi-regularly, probably like twice a week. And we sort of got to talking about, various things. And I added her on Facebook just to, just so we can say hello every now and again. And she liked a D&D, like someone posted something about D&D and she liked it. And I'm like, wow, really? I would not have picked you as a D&D person. Turns out she likes D&D. So, yeah. But like, yeah, well, we don't talk enough to sort of really say, oh, like I think I said to her at the time, I was like, oh, I play D&D. And that was sort of as far as that conversation went. High rollers? No, nothing like that. Fuck, what's it called? Hang on, I'll have to look it up. Ow. Now, I've got someone coming over to pick something up in about 20 minutes, so I'm going to have to keep an ear out for that. Let me just have a look. Oh. Vin Diesel play D&D? Well, exactly. I mean, Vin D and Diesel. I'll just do a search for Chris Perkins. So, if you're not aware, Chris Perkins actually does a weekly D&D stream. And... Dice Camera Action is what it's called. So yeah, he does a weekly D&D stream called Dice Camera Action. He has a bunch of like YouTube sort of, not like, I guess you call them celebrity. I mean, as far as YouTube goes, they're YouTube celebrities. So yeah, and they play D&D every week for about 2 hours. But the audio issues they have are pretty horrendous, and that's something like I want to get a step above that. I'm probably not going to get to the Critical Role stage because they have a bunch of professional microphones and a lot of people doing, you know, back end stuff. Well, probably not a lot of people, but we have people doing back end stuff. So, that's the level that I want to sort of get to. Not so much into like the storytelling stuff, although that'd be nice too. But like you can't expect people to be as good as, you know, those voice actors are. So. I'm trying to be realistic about my expectations, but at the same time, I'm setting the bar pretty high for myself. Like, we could just do a D&D stream and just stream some D&D and like, listen to us, we're being funny, and have it be, you know, people would watch it and that'd be fine. But I want to try and make it something that people actually go, wow, that was really well produced. So until people stop going into Hot Pot, shit will never die off. Robot Chicken plays D&D. It's one of my favourite Perkins runs games, especially his bonus commentary on DMing it. Oh, damn it, I can't go uphill. Yeah, man, there we go. I think Google nerds don't like people talking shit about D&D. Yeah, there's a lot of that. I mean, the D&D community is in and of itself is pretty accepting, but at the same time, like there are very different people in who play D&D. Like there's a lot of people. There's a lot of nerds who don't have many people skills. And will essentially shit on anybody who says anything that they disagree with, regardless of whether it's correct or whether, you know, regardless of, you know, anyone else's opinion. So, yeah, I'm like, I don't like that aspect of the D&D community, but at the same time, I'm sort of like, get that back. At the same time, I'm like, well, it's, you know, it's like that in pretty much any community. I never watched Critical Role. Do they play it over the internet? Or they all play together in one room, which is partially why the audio quality is much better than a lot of other streams. Like I've been recording some D&D that I play weekly with you know, friends and family. Well, actually, all family now. I think about it, because I play with my brother, my sister, and my stepbrother. Yeah. So yeah, I guess all family. And the audio quality is not great because, and we've got professional microphones and you know, pop filters and like mixing desks and professional recording equipment, because my brother does a fair amount of that, and it still is hollow and not sounds particularly good. It's getting better. Like we've every week we change something and try and fiddle around with it, try and make it a bit better. And it is getting better. In fact, I mean, it's not going to sound great because I'm streaming it, but I might just save it first before I go any further. Hang on. Just save this. So, if you want to hear what it sounds like, I'll pull up some audio. This is like an old one. Actually, I know what I'll do. Hold on. I've got something. I haven't shown this to anybody. This is a rough draft of something that it may never ever see the light of day. If I can fucking find it. Where is it? In here. Okay. Yep. In D&D. Here we go, test D&D. Okay, so this is a rough draft of a video that I may or may not produce. And I think it goes for about 4 minutes. Let me know if you need me to turn it up or anything. Should I bake them up, or should we just all each have one really big one? You got to stick a bit of cheese on it and then take a chop out. Oh, that can break very well.
Oh, they never do.
Ah, how old is
preparation. This is bullshit.
It is, especially in those ones.
Yeah.
It's cutting the roots.
It's the roots.
This is pre-session stuff. Before we start the D&D
None of these are breaking correctly. That's my OCD.
We've got salada biscuits that don't break where they're supposed to.
I can get the second one to snap okay, but the first one... No, he won't do it.
Not the crap.
I'm certain it's a ploy by the
And the more
salada company.
frustrated you get, the worse they get.
That
They smell fit.
Look at that.
Oh, that's just.
That's a
pathetic.
write-off.
That's pathetic.
Send that one back. Fuck it hell.
Yeah, none of them crack really close.
No.
I don't know whether I just bought
I'm going to make it. I'm
Yeah,
going
there's,
to...
everyone can hear the sort of
kiss myself.
the noise.
Well, I'm not satisfied.
This is like one of the first ones we recorded.
Welcome to D&D.
1, 2.
Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2.
1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4. There you go.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Right.
It's not what I wanted.
We'll fix it in post.
Nelly, do you want to have a go?
1, 2, 1, 2.
Cool.
Yep.
Pretty good, Rachel. I'm just going to sit
The
here and
bars
crunch
and-
my salad. I think I used to do it for a living.
Maybe, possibly, who knows?
When the finished product comes out, you won't think that. It'll be an awful lot of... Is that the hummus?
Yep.
It's like 2 months old.
Yeah, so we brought some
It's
over
trying to
last time.
escape. Like... That was the hummus you lost.
Well, it was been in the fridge and it was there and I was next to all the other stuff and I said, yep, I'll take it.
Alrighty.
Fair enough.
This is all pre-session start, pre-start stuff.
I think we are probably in the wrong place for worrying about boats, to be honest.
Yeah.
We're on the wrong side of the complex planet.
Mm-hmm.
Look, at least one of us is worrying about
I'll
it.
listen to what this sounds like after I've finished the recording.
Luckily, the income
How
don't generate
I
before,
actually
like,
hear it. And there might be some sort of
whether
weird
you're there or not,
reverb
so
or
you
echo
can't
thing
like-
going on that
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
just being
hearing.
deposited into the bank account, so it's just that
We'll
we
get
can't
back
access
in the
that.
rich.
Yeah.
We don't really care about the realm's troubles.
We're already pretty rich. I think Mark said we could afford to buy, a small castle somewhere.
A modest castle.
Modest castle.
Well, we've still got the other half of the purple crystals.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Unfortunately, the acid doesn't do much damage.
Should have used
It'll eat through a wall, it won't eat through a... What was it we were fighting?
A guy in armour.
A guy in armour.
Well,
2 by 6.
honestly, it does help if you can hit him.
Oh,
Actually, it wasn't even a guy in armour. I hit King Arness. I
This
missed
is
the
a
guy
very
in armour.
early
And it
recording that we
hit-
did.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
For
I hit King Arness. It can't even melt down a king.
Well, the thing is, like, you didn't actually hit it, it just sort of splattered onto him. He got snappish.
A little bit of splat.
So I'll just pause there for a second. This particular recording, there's 3 microphones total. Like I had a little lapel microphone, which was not very good. It's like a professional lapel microphone. It didn't have the range, the voice, the range that we needed. So that was not good. So my voice is sort of a different level to everyone else's. We also had Fotis had one microphone, but it was quite far away from him. It was pointed at him, but it was quite far away. And then the other two, my brother-in-law and my sister, had like a little omni mic between them, so which is why their voices sort of like go in and out as they move.
Damage. Okay. So, 8 a.m.
8
You, Sabia, and Dildo, and the Thok are in their rooms at the Berlin Hotel. The Burlesque Hotel. The Burlesque Hotel.
DM rubs nipples, just for commentary.
So yeah, that was a very early recording that we did. That was after I played with the audio levels quite a lot. Yeah. So and part of the issue is that we don't have any sound deadening in the room that we're in. I actually have some sound deadening panels here ready to go, but I just need something to stick them to and actually go and do it. So that's what's going on there. So like I said, it's not up to the quality, the level that I would like. So this is why I sort of haven't done anything about D&D yet. It's because we just don't have. I mean, partially we don't have the equipment. It takes. You really need a full-time person who's done a lot of audio stuff before to sit there and fiddle with audio levels constantly throughout the entire game. I obviously can't do that because I'm DMing. I've got enough fucking shit to do. And I can't really ask the other players to do it either because you basically need to have headphones on in order to do that. And in order to do that, you basically can't play. So we need to have a dedicated audio person just sitting there for 4 to 5 hours, which would be fucking boring for them. So yeah. Again, critical role bonus in the way that they have set up for recording as opposed to gaming. You can see the setup in downtime, and it's really unconventional for around the table traditional games. Yeah, exactly. So, since then, I obviously purchased this, and I've got the pop filter and stuff on. So, I've got a recording. I don't think I actually have it here. Oh, no, it's on my laptop. That's why I don't have it. There is another recording, which is basically, I think, just a... it may not even be on here. Hang on. Oh, here we go. D&D session. Oh, no, that's stuff from that's something else. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't even have it here. Unless it's this one, I think, actually. Nope, it's a live stream or something or other. It's like a 5 gig. Oh, I know where it is. Hang on. Here. This is just audio.
Should I break them up, or should we just all each have one?
Oh, no, that's the same one.
And then we'll come back.
Never mind. Yeah, so, like I said, there's a lot of stuff that you've got to go right. Like, you think it's just, oh, we'll just get some microphones and we'll start. The audio sounds awful unless you have a lot of professional equipment, a lot of time, and put a lot of money into it. So that's why I haven't done it yet. I already see the setup. Get the interaction kept small and intimate circle. You guys have the main demand, the boom mic, sound mixer, another guy for gaffers, strips. Exactly, Hellion. You know. Also to kill time. Put the hood back on your car, finally, for my sanity. Oh, yeah, that's right. I got the hood back. I better chuck this back in here. Into the pit. Yes, I can put the hood on now that I fucking found it. I still haven't found the fender. It'll turn up sooner or later, but... Wouldn't you all get mics like you've got now? Well, yes. We could all get mics like this, except that this cost me about $330 odd. So, obviously, buying 4 of those is well over $1,000. And that's just microphones. That's not even all the other crap you've got to buy. So, like I said, it's not a small undertaking. I mean, my brother's got an omnidirectional mic and a cardioid mic and like a little lapel mic. Oh, where's the... give me the tick. Chonk. Yeah. Now, can I open it, or do I have to do it through the bonnet? I have to do it through the bonnet, that's right. A decent mic like that is $120 a pop. No. I can tell you that... as someone who's done a little bit of audio, even this microphone, as expensive as it is still not the greatest microphone. Like, in order to get good audio, you've got to sit like this, because as soon as you do this, the audio becomes really hollow and echoey and a little bit shit. And this is pretty much where you'd want it to be. And if you put something in front of it, it gets really bad. So. Yeah, it's like stuff like this is not cheap, and this admittedly is the more expensive USB one. So this actually has all the stuff in it, so you can plug it straight into a computer. You can buy microphones like this that you plug into a mixer for about $100 less. It's about $250, something along those lines, something around that. And then you've got to buy pop filters, and then you've got to buy the little arm that it goes on, and then you've got to buy, obviously, put it into a computer and do the recording. You've got to buy recording software, and then you've got to edit it. It's a never-ending story. As a theatre audio engineer, I know people have spent nearly £1,200 for a mic. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. I'm not saying we need microphones like that, but I'm just saying it's very easy to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on audio equipment and still not do a great job. I mean, you could probably buy like cheap microphones and if you have someone who really knows what they're doing, why is that not on 2? There we go. And probably get someone who knows what they're doing to get the best out of them they possibly can. And at the same time, it's probably very easy to get someone who, you know, spends a lot of money but doesn't really know what they're doing and waste a lot of money. Where are these screws? I just saw the little green thing for them. There it is. There it is. Come on. No, that's not it. Hang on. I'll try opening it. No, I can only take it off. Where are the screws for it? It doesn't actually say. Come on. Isn't it weird how sometimes you're like, yeah, it goes right there. Yeah. It's on. I don't know where the screws go. My phantom donation should now be earmarked for audio use. I think Mike Price chat actually triggered him for a sec there. Yeah. Why is this? I don't know where the screws are for this or how I'm supposed to put it on. Do I supposed to do it from the inside? Can I jump? Can I glitch through it? Oh, I can. Sweet. Does this just attach? Surely there's some sort of fucking... Oh no, it's at the front. That's right. That's why I can't find it. I remember now. It actually hinges from the front in a really weird way for some reason. Okay, so just gotta find the fucking bolts. Standing in the engine bay. Where is it? Is it there? It's right down the front somewhere. Hang on. Is that it? Oh, wait. No, that's the side bolt. Ah, here it is. Found it. It's a different bolt to the one I had. Aha! He's a porn star. The Autodesk route would be the best soon as you start talking or using 4 or more mics, and for overall game I recommend having one omnidirectional to pick up the group sound to help overall quality. Yeah, I mean there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done. There's a lot of testing that needs to be done that I don't really have the inclination for. I'd like to have it done, I just don't want to have to sit down and actually fucking do it. Because I can try stuff all day, but unless, you know, unless you get someone who really knows what they're doing. I mean, I know a little bit about audio stuff, but not enough to sort of go, this is what we need. Let's do this. Okay. Well, hood's back on. So that's good. How are we looking? Okay, so this person's supposed to be turning up in about 10 minutes. I've got to keep an ear out for it. Why would you screw the hood in the front? Well, exactly. I mean, it's like a suicide hood. Although I guess technically the other way is a suicide hood, so everybody has suicide hoods. I could be a hood, not a bonnet. I'm becoming Americanized. I guess we should go for a burn in the set too, man. I think I hear somebody here. I might just go and check. I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, there was they just I just happened to hear it. Like I thought I heard something, but it didn't sound like a knock at the door. But then I never hear knocks at my door, especially when I've got headphones on. All right, it's a nice day. Let's go for a drive in the car. Let's go riding in my automobile. I'm watching too much fucking Play School. All right. So as far as I know, this car should go without any issues. While we're here, if you've got any more questions, like they don't have to be ShackTac related, I guess. Hit me up. I don't want to rev it too hard. He says as he res lines it. I might. Oh, hang on. I forgot to turn the audio back down. It's quite a lot louder than my voice. As I look at it going, wow, that's really loud. Okay. Is Vince an actual porn star? No, he's not a fucking porn star. He is in a fucking thing though. He's in an actual movie that he's making, or someone's making. I'm not sure. I might turn my audio back up a little bit though because it's very quiet. That's a bit better. Now you're gonna have to feather the clutch a little bit because it stalls very easily. It stalls almost immediately. You got to give it plenty of revs. Come on. I need to change the tuning a little bit. You watch it. Watch it. Here it goes. It's very peaky. And you're like, nothing. Oh, turbo kicks in. He said he's done sex scenes though. Oh, has he? I did not know that. Maybe it has been in a porn film. Hashtag things I didn't know about Vince. Yeah, we joked about sending Vince a giant black rubber cock, but maybe he'll get one and go, oh, good, I need one of those. Sorry, Vince. So I fiddled with the what do you call it? The alignment of the wheels a little bit, and it seems to be much better now. It's still not great. I've got a funny feeling the wheels are either pointing outwards slightly or just a dead straight. They're not pointing inwards, or maybe they're pointing too far inwards. But it turns much better now. Yeah, so the power still comes in way too late for me. I need to figure out how to fix that. I was at the stage of looking up last night when I ended up doing videos instead. I actually had videos rendering all night last night. I'm still only like I've got another whole gear to go and I'm not even close to getting there. So what I found with the tuning I have currently in the car is that fourth gear is basically useless. Like you can rev the nuts off a third gear out in the highway, and it'll sit in fourth, but you can't really accelerate in fourth. Shit. I really need my wheel plugged in for this. For driving in general, really, in this game, you can't need a wheel. Everybody's Willy is a hand-me-down line, man. Mine's not. I own mine. Paid money for it. Alright, let's see what the alignment's actually like. It's actually pretty fucking good. Well done, me. Well, Lempos is tame for some of the chat topics we've had in the past. I'm surprised it even shocks you anymore. Lempos' naivete. I didn't realise that Vince had done porn, but... Or, you know, I guess you wouldn't call it porn as a sex scene. Oh, shit. Something's wrong with the car. Oh, wow. It's running super rich. And coolant started pissing out everywhere. Okay, I'm going to... I might just push it off the side of the road. Well, actually, I'm guessing I'm going to have to do something. I don't have any fucking thing here to test it with, so... the only thing I can do here is pull the choke out, which will artificially lean out the petrol, or lean out the fuel. But it's not good. It's not good to run your engine like that. The coolant's actually pissing out. What's my coolant level like? Water pressure's good, but... I wouldn't want to... Oh, hang on. My battery level is fucking really low. It should be fucking full. Hang on. I think there's a belt slipped or something. It's just... Ah, come on. This is why I brought the toolbox. Open! Fucking door? What the fuck's up with the door? I can't open the door. I think it's busted. Pop the hood and I'll get out this side. Now it's bad when you can't open the fucking door. Whoa! Get fucking rear-ended here in a minute and die. That's why they call it the suicide doors. Okay, let's just check the belt, which is of course on this side of the fucking road. Ah! Yeah, I may have found the problem. It's the same problem we've had previously. Missing a belt. Well, shit. It's a long walk back to civilization. Maybe I can... Oh, maybe I can thumb a lift. Hang on. Hey, give us a lift. Give me a lift, you fuck. Hey! Oh, you hit my car, you prick! You don't get the... Oh, at least he stopped. I think he probably stopped because he hit my car. Hey, give me a lift. Stop doing donuts. Give me a lift. Come back. Come back. Hey, hey, hey. You dog of a pussy. Fuck. Look at me bloody muffler. God damn it. My muffler fell off. Damn it. Since Vince doesn't pull out with a joke. Oh, you guys are disgusting. How did the front fender fall off? I got rear-ended and the front fender fell off. Obviously not the best. Okay, let's put that there. Well, we've got a couple of options. We can walk, and I'll probably die on the way because my fatigue's almost at full, my thirst is almost at full, my hunger's halfway, and well, I don't particularly need to pee, so that's good. I'm gonna see if I can thumb a lift. I've never actually managed to get a lift from anybody before. I've got a sneaky suspicion it doesn't actually work. Someone loves a good muff. Oh yeah, who doesn't? Women and gay guys probably. Straight women anyway. I can hear Limpos throwing up from here. I thought this was a highway. You all need Jesus. 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 No muff too tough. I got $6 grand for somebody. If they can get me to the fucking petrol station. Maybe back again, that'd be good. I'm actually kind of fucked because I don't, oh, here we go. Hey! Do I have to click on them or something? Like, hey. Nope. This was like actually hitchhiking. Like, one car comes along every half an hour and you're like, it is a highway, but a Finnish one. I keep forgetting the official refreshment of WePlay is Pepsi Max. Sponsored by Webby's Bucks Weekend. Let's get bucked up. It's all backwards for you, but that's what it says. Hey. Prick. I'm pretty sure I actually can't get in these cars because they're not actual vehicles. Ah! You gonna stop for me, you prick? I mean, you go the wrong way, but I'd have hijacked your car. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to drive it back very, very slowly because I mean it's kind of fucked here as it is, so I'll just stick it in a really high gear, and I guess we'll just have to deal with it. Put the choke back in. Handbrake off. It doesn't roll this car. I don't know if you've noticed. Fuck it, stalled it. Shit. Come on, change gear. I should go back the way I came, actually, now I think about it. Also, the door's open. Oh, I did get a fan belt, so I got to go to the shop anyway. Fucking crawling along it. I'm like right on the... Oh! No, I needed that! Fuck! Fuck, I gotta turn around. I can't not have that thing. Well, that's it. That's the fat lady. This car's done. I think somebody just fell out. Where did my bloody counter gauge thing go? Well, this wouldn't be a My Summer Car stream unless everything broke down. So I guess it's fitting. If you can pee in the radiator to fill it up, can you drink the cooler to see if you're sounding thirsty? Yeah, maybe. Where the fuck? It wasn't this far back, was it? Oh, my fatigue's in the fucking red, so's my thirst. I don't have anything to drink. I'm pretty sure I'm going to die out here. Thirsty and alone. Hey, maybe this guy will give me a lift. Hey! Why did you punch it up? I right-clicked on it like a fool. Stop! Fucking stop! Prick! God damn it. Well, I didn't punch it off. It just sort of, it fell off. Like, I right-clicked on it accidentally, thinking I would zoom in, thinking this was armor. And now it's, fuck knows where it's gone. I would think, because we were traveling at speed, I would think it, like, bounced off somewhere, but... You saved this right before this joyride, though, right? Yeah, I did, but I don't like save scumming it like that. Like, I'd rather deal with the consequences. Although I'm probably going to die, so... Hopefully I'll respawn somewhere useful. I don't miss armor, it's just like, a lot of times I'll right click to zoom in, because that's in my brain, that's how I zoom in. So... I can't see this fucking thing anywhere. Maybe it's on the other side of the road, I'll check the other side of the road in a second. Yeah, I certainly don't miss armor. It's not a... Ooh, Jesus. I might just, like, jump in front of a car in a minute and just end it all. Maybe that's it over there. Is that it over there? No, it's a piece of grass. I'm gonna pull when she died first. I haven't died of thirst or fatigue yet. And I've had fatigue in the red for fucking ages before. And ran all the way home, as it turned out. Fuck it, let's just run. If we're going to die of fatigue, we're going to die of fatigue. That's the way things are. 'Tis the way of the world. The fittest survive, and those who are tired die out on the Finnish highways. Might happen. You don't know. And Caleb says, okay, we'll help you get through this. Yeah, I don't think it's not going to be much you can do, unfortunately. I might go back a little bit further. Maybe it's just I did drive a fair way now. I think about it, so maybe it's just further back. His urine is low, so he's not going to die in a pool yet. Problem is, this thing's fucking tiny. Like, I could very easily walk past it. I'm looking in the ditch because I'm hoping that's where it's going to sit, but it could just as easily be on the road. I drove past a bloody bonnet several times, so this is where I spun out, so it's definitely not this far back. Can we revisit the issue? I wanted to play armor, etc. in like 6 months ago and see if your thoughts have changed in what direction. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy. Like, I'll never write anything off, but at this stage, I have no real inclination to join another group. And as for playing with WePlay guys, yeah, I mean, I say guys when I actually mean it's guys and girls. I actually use the term guys for girls as well as guys. I think it's socially acceptable. If somebody's offended by it, I apologise. But yeah, I mean, I'd play with you guys. Is that it? No. I keep looking at these little bits of grass sticking out of the ground. I'm like, is that it? Is that it? Is that it? It's probably glitched through the ground. I reckon it's probably at the dump by now. And I reckon I'm out here searching around for nothing. We play Armor Session, but Armor 2 instead. Oh, that was funny. No, I didn't have an Armor 2 installed anymore. In fact, I'm probably going to uninstall all the ShackTac stuff for Armor 3 very soon. I deleted the icons today. It wasn't a momentous occasion. I just went, well, I'm not going to need those anymore. Deleted. Deleted. We say y'all. But nah, it's gone, I think. I'm going to have to either go to the dump and find it, or I'm going to have to get tricky and respawn it. Nah, it's gone. Alright, well, let's lock the car. And I guess start walking. Actually, let's see what the damage is before we go any further. Obviously, it's not going to start, but what is the actual damage? Everything looks okay. I'm guessing if I looked in there, I'd find busted pistons, though. So you can't run... You can't drive You can't drive the car. You can't drive the car with a with the choke pulled out once it's sort of warmed up. I'm looking for the piston heads. I'm not seeing them. They're up there a bit further. Looking for busted piston bits, essentially. I might do this. Hang on. Nope, not tall. Not far enough. Just glitching through trying to find... Oh, there's a piston. I can't go back any further than that. Like, if you glitch through the engine... Oh, well, look through the engine, you can actually see whether the pistons are broken or not. That one, I think, is busted. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that one's missing. So, missing piston number 3. So, 1, 2, and 4 are there. But yeah, 3 is missing. I'm guessing it's probably on the road somewhere. Or underneath the car. Right. Well, I guess it's not going to start now, is it? Well, maybe you can run on 3 pistons. I think it's going to have a very, very bad day. No, I don't. I don't even get like a fucking turd on. It's just dead as a doornail. Top of my students today, the most spoken language in the world is badly spoken English. Case closed. That's exactly right. Well, it's certainly the most widespread language. It's probably got no oil in it. Probably gone through the cylinders and shit. Okay. Yeah, the problem is with a fan belt, when it breaks, you can't have a spare because they don't spawn until it breaks. So... I wonder, actually, let's fuck it. Let's just walk. We'll walk and talk. Chat, we need to talk. Your mother and I have decided that we are no longer living together. We have separated. I'm now dating a much younger game. Check your words, privilege. Americans can't even say aluminium properly. All right, let's not start bashing on the Americans. There's more than enough people doing that already. I hope, like, whenever we bash on anybody, I hope we all know it's all in, it's all in good fun. I take my licks as much as I would hope as much as anybody. Like, people want to talk shit about kangaroos and shit. I'll be like, yeah. Nope. I just want to see if anybody stops. Oh, I've sprung a leak. Shit. Yeah, that one. No? That one. Yeah. That awful aluminium. How is my microphone? Just out of to be fair, Australia has some truly horrible pronunciation. Yes. Yes, we do. I have the problem where I will slur words into each other, sort of like Scottish style, a lot. I find myself having to enunciate in the stream. I force myself to enunciate a lot when I'm on stream, because when I go back and watch it later on, I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck did I just say? Like, I know what I said, but I don't think anybody else did. Hey, we Americans have enough shit going on. Exactly. Let's not bash on the Americans. You can't kick them while they're down. The Brits got their English slowly more and more German. I guess so. As Keegz will now demonstrate for us. Thumb out, dick out, and thumb out, Dylan. Oh, is that where I see dick out and thumb out? Xenon attempts to survive the harsh Finnish summer. They should bring out a sequel to this called My Winter Car. English contains a lot of Germanic. English contains a lot of stuff stolen from other countries. Okay, let's sit up a bit. I want to do some real talk for a minute while we're walking along the highway. I might move this over a little bit. It's like the arm's pretty much at full extension now, but that's okay. It still reaches. Yeah. Okay. So, I wonder if this guy will give me a. You give me a lift? No. What about this guy? You got a funky coloured car. Surely you'll give me a lift. Hey. Nope. Suddenly got very busy. He lived as he died. Dick out, thumb out. Okay, yeah, so real talk for a minute. I actually, I wanted to say that I actually really appreciate you guys coming and watching me stream every day. It sort of began as me wanting to... I did it because I enjoyed it, and I still enjoy it. That's the only reason I do it now is because I enjoy it. I'm not making... I'm making paltry amounts of money from this. I make maybe 50 cents per stream, maybe. Sometimes I don't even make that. Sometimes, like, if it's a particularly good stream, I might make maybe $1. Actually, probably not even that much. It's probably more like 50 cents if it's a really good stream. So, yeah, I just wanted you guys to know that I actually really appreciate people who come along and actually watch my stream and sort of hang around. Like, I've got a bunch of regulars like, you know, Lineman, Hellion, Lempos, M5, Callum, Rose, and a bunch of other people I've probably forgotten who will be offended now. I just wanted to say I really appreciate you guys coming along and sort of putting up with me every day, 4 days a week, for 2 to 3 hours at a time, and just listen to me rant about the shit that I rant about. So, what are you guys talking about? Do you guys use ban to refer to a child down south? What? Ban? But I don't even know how to pronounce that. It looks like barn, but it looks like ban. I promised I wouldn't cry. No, I just like I've been wanting to say it for a while, but I just haven't had a good chance to say it. And now seems as good a time as any since we have a little bit of quiet, and I'm trying to thumb a lift from some strangers. I got $1 for N5 Corp. N5 Corp, you may actually be the first person who has ever donated to me because I'm awesome. No, fuck you. You're awesome. It's pronounced like ban. I missed the stream for 2 weeks. There's Awful Nick. I did notice that Awful Nick hasn't actually been around for a while. So thank you, N5. I think you're actually the first person who's ever donated anything. I've had this little donation thing up in wherever it is, up in the Google, in the YouTube thing. I didn't really expect anybody to ever donate anything, and I don't actually know how I'm going to get that money out of the account. But you know, thanks. I appreciate it. I really appreciate the people who come along and. Like, I don't expect donations. I won't say no to them, but at the same time, I don't expect them. Yeah, but you don't really get anything special for donating, apart from a heartfelt thank you from me. So Lepos says, wait, you could donate. Let's not have a donation drive. If you want to donate and you think it's you know, my stream is cool, then great. But I certainly don't expect it from anybody. And I do not think less of you if you don't donate, because I don't expect anybody to donate. Like I don't think I've donated to any streamers. I support a couple of streamers like on Twitch. Like I support Critical Role because I think it's a really, really good show. Like I pay like $5 a month for their whatever their special thing is. But that's about as far as it goes. I don't think I support anybody else. Oh, that's it. That's it. We've died. Thirst, fatigue, dirtiness. Who knows what we died of? Young man dies from dehydration. I die of thirst. Died of thirst on the side of the highway. Oh yeah. Slime says, I think your stream is cool, but I'm skint until next month anyway. Look, I don't want anybody to if you can't afford it, then do not donate to me. I don't need it. Like I'm not sitting here, trying to make money every month to pay bills or anything like that. I've got a regular job, so I don't need, I certainly don't need people to donate to me. So don't be thinking, oh, if I don't donate to Xenon, he'll die horribly on the side of the road because he had found a fan belt for his car. Yeah, so don't feel bad if you can't donate. I certainly don't begrudge you at all, and I don't expect anybody to donate. In fact, if you do donate, I'll be extremely surprised. But I certainly appreciate it. Like, N5 donated, and I really appreciate that because I think he's actually the first person who's ever donated. I saw this green thing pop up on the left. I'm like, what the fuck was that? I was like, oh my god, someone's donated. I've never seen that before. So thank you, N5 Corp. Xenon is literally the opposite of Twitch streaming. Like that's probably why I don't make money from anything. Like I find my mentality, I found, is so different. Like not just in terms of Twitch streaming, just in general. Like the sort of things that I like and that I find important are not things that are conducive to making money. Like I try and be like genuine, which is not obviously not conducive. I mean, it sounds stupid, but in terms of like life, if you're an extremely genuine person, the chances are you're probably not going to be as successful as if you weren't. Like if you fudge the facts and bend the rules a little bit, you're probably a lot more, at least in terms of business sense, you're probably a lot more successful. like there's like to give you an example for the sort of thing I'm talking about. I run my own business. I don't make bucket loads of money from it. I basically make enough to sort of live on and sort of essentially pay the bills and occasionally buy myself something nice. I do it because I enjoy it, and I think I enjoy it more than I would doing pretty much anything else, apart from maybe being a full-time YouTube streamer or Twitch streamer or whatever. It's like that episode of SpongeBob where you see Mr. Krabs make his first dollar. Well, that's why I wanted, like, YouTube sent me an email the other day, said we don't have any payment details for you, so we can't send you the money that you're owed for your YouTube stream. And I'm like, I kind of wanted you guys to send me a check because then I'd have something to frame and show. If you just send me an electronic payment, that's not very exciting. I get those all the time. So, yeah, I was a bit sad about that. But yeah, getting back to my point that I was making. My sort of mentality is like, I try not to screw anybody over. Like, if somebody comes to me with a computer that's busted, I don't look at it and go, yeah, you're gonna need a computer. I always go, right, what's actually wrong with this thing? How much would it cost? Like, is it cheaper for them to replace it, or is it cheaper for me to fix it and do this, this, and this? And I always give them the option. I don't say, look, you should do this, because it would make me more money. Obviously, you're not going to say that, but that's the mentality a lot of people in my industry have. They'll just go, oh yeah, we need to replace that, and then just make, because they know they make more money and put in less effort by just selling them a new computer. So I'm always like, no, what's the best thing for this person to do? And I'd be a lot richer if I didn't do that. But that's the sort of mental. I can't screw over other people to just for the sake of making money. So, I mean, it sounds obvious, but it happens all the time, especially in business. I'm thinking mostly in business, but like Twitch streamers as well. Like, a lot of people sell out to make more money, and I'm just like, I don't really want to sell out. $5 from who the fuck's Milo money? I'm rich. I'm gonna buy some Milo. $6 worth of Milo. Oh yeah. Print out the bank transfer. I could do that, Callum, but it's like, it's not quite the same, is it? I mean, I might do. Money start rolling in. The women as well. All morals disappear. That's exactly right. That's what I'm sort of worried about. Is like, I'll just be like, well, fuck it, I can make money from this. Everybody give me money. And then you're just actually selling out. And to a degree, I've kind of had to do that in order to become even semi-successful. So, yeah, and I don't like it. I like the ads were the big thing for me for streaming. Like, enabling ads on my channel was something that I vacillated over for fucking ages. Like, I really did not want to do it. But I'm like, well, if I want to make this a career at some point in the future, in the hypothetical future of many years from now, it's something I'm going to have to be okay with, because without it, you basically don't make money. And it's the same with sort of like the Patreon stuff. Like, I feel bad asking people for money for stuff that I was previously doing for free. So, should I take the poop truck out and get the car? If I take the car out, all the parts are going to fall off. That is a problem. One problem with. Ooh. I wonder if I could take this piece of shit out. Let's give it. Fuck it. Let's give it a try. I don't like this car. I think it's a piece of shit, but it might be humorous. Into driving mode. Go and start. So if you haven't seen this thing before, it's a piece of crap. Also doesn't seem to have a handbrake. The honesty and ethics run pretty damn deep here in people. Yeah, and I think it's like, some people in the world have that, like some countries and nationalities have that. Like the Japanese I think are very much, whoops. Fuck it, not my car. The Japanese are very much like that. At least that's my understanding, having never been to Japan. They're very sort of ethical, and that's something that I aspire to, and I appreciate in other people, like not trying to screw me over and not just bloody hell, yeah, and just not being an arsehole and dick to people. So that's something that I appreciate a lot. I really want to donate to Taconic's Patreon, but I really don't have food money. Yeah, if you don't have money to donate, then I mean, it's obvious when you say it out loud, but a lot of people are just like, oh, I really like this person, I want to donate. Believe me, they won't miss the money. They will not. Like, Taconic is... Taconic's doing okay. He will survive without your Patreon money. If at some point in the future you're at a stage where you can donate, then go for it if you think it's worth it. And if you want, like, if you wanted to, like, backdate your payments and put in, like, one big payment and then pay month on month, then, you know, obviously you can do that too. But, like, I know Taconic reasonably well. Like, I only really know him through ShackTac, and I've only spoken to him outside ShackTac a few times, but he's doing it. He's okay. He'll be fine without your money. And if, like, I could tell you now, he would not want you to give him any money if you don't think he could afford it. So, I think I can say that on his behalf without being incorrect. Buccaneer was the Finnish Vikings / Pirates. Oh, okay. Currently in a fight with job seekers over my non-standard accommodation account. I feel the pain. Oh yeah, job seeking. Ugh. I'm glad. Like, that's one of the reasons I became self-employed, is because I don't like authority. Not that I'd like fuck the police, but I'm just like, I don't like being told what to do. I think it's probably one of the reasons Dyslexia and I really didn't get on. Is that he didn't even ask, he just told you a lot of the times, and I'm just like, you could try being a little bit nicer about it, dude. Like, if Taconic had asked any of the things that Dyslexia had asked me to do in the way that Taconic talks, because he's, like, you know, his staff now, I probably would have been okay with it. But the way Dyslexia goes about everything, it's just bull at the gate. There's no class there at all. Job seekers allowance. Taconic sent his announcement video for Patreon. Yeah, well, he probably did. I actually haven't watched his. I think I have watched his Patreon announcement video. But that may be what I'm subconsciously thinking of. But I can tell you, look, like, even without having watched that video, that's the sort of guy that Taconic is. He would not want you to give him money unless you could unless it was basically disposable money. If you didn't, if you can't afford it, then you know, do not donate, because, you know, he wouldn't want you to, and I don't want you to either. So, but if you can and you think it's worth it, then go for it. I'm not going to tell you not to. I was a bit iffy about actually putting the donate now button thing there, but I'm just like, well, it's something that I'm going to have to be okay with if I want to make this a full-time thing. So, and maybe at one stage, at some point, I will make this a full-time thing, but I think I would have to change something, or something would have to go really well, like fucking Scooby-Doo. Something would have to go really well for me, and I'd have to find a niche in order for me to make this a full-time thing. Like, I'm not saying that Beagle made XCOM his full-time thing, but, like, when Beagle did XCOM, that was ridiculously popular, and he got noticed because of it. I mean, he was sort of kind of already known due to the DayZ videos, but not even DayZ videos, but just being friends with Kilroy, I guess, and being featured in a lot of his videos. Yeah, I mean, he had that going for him, and then he had the XCOM thing sort of explode, and so he did really well out of that, I think. I actually don't know, because I don't follow him very closely either on Twitter or on YouTube, but that's what he has been doing recently, up until recently. Where the fucking effing place is the donation button? As far as I know, it's up. Like, if you look up and to the right slightly, I think it's up there. I think there might be on. If it's not there, check the homepage, like my channel page. There's a donation button on there. But don't. I'm not gonna crassly ask for money just because I mean, I don't need it. It'll be like, it'll probably actually be the case where I get all my YouTube and donation money together, and then I'll do something on stream with it. Like, either I probably wouldn't donate it to charity, because as much as I would like to donate it to a charity, because that's a good thing to do. I'd rather do something like, I'd rather buy something for somebody, like a streamer who's like somebody who actually needs something. Like, then I feel like I'm actually directly helping somebody. Whereas with a charity, you're like, I am helping, but in a sort of disconnected way. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't have a dollar sign next to the smiley button. Ooh. Maybe there's something you need to do in order to enable it. maybe you can't do it because of where you live, maybe, Hellion? I don't know. As far as I know, it should work. But I haven't really looked into it. Yeah, there should be a support Xenon button. Ah! It actually shows up on my thing even when I look at it, so. Ooh. Sit in the bath with your donation. Yeah, that sort of stupid thing. Like, I'd want to do something that was like either humorous or was like help somebody. Yeah, so not so much just doing like, look, I've donated this to charity, yay! Not that I think charities don't need it, it's just that I think I'd like to do something a little bit different. Right, so I'm going to back this up about as far as I can get it. There we go, I've whacked into it now. So if I go park... Oh, what's the... Oh, I've got... Hang on. No? There it is. The gear thing in this is really dicky. I can't change down a gear now, or up a gear for some reason. There we go, drive. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm edging. Put that on, hang on. No, I still can't change gears. Might just turned off. That'll fuck it. Yeah, I mean, if you have any qualms about it at all, by all means don't do it. I won't begrudge you that at all. That payment thing's been there for about a year now, and know that today was the first payment, so I'm not clamoring for it at all. So it'll be more of a means to be like, look, this is what we're going to do with our donation money. I'll turn it all into like $1 coins, and I don't know what I'll do with it. Something. Oh, actually, hang on, before I do that, I need to get out and turn $50 or more to make the stream unlisted. Dyslexia's there like, fucking throw money at the screen. Yeah, if you're apprehensive about it at all, then, you know, by all means don't do it. I'm not asking you to at all. I mean, I guess I am asking you to. The button's there, but I'm not actively asking you to. That's why I never really say anything about donations in my streams or in my closing sort of arguments or anything like that. Don't see any button on the standard YouTube, but I see one on the game version. Okay, hang on a sec. I'm gonna bring up the page here for a sec. That's the live dashboard. That's the actual dashboard. Let me just go to my actual channel. View channel. So the donation button is there. This is it here. So if you look under where it says channel tips, support this channel, give Xenon's channel by giving the monies. That's where it is there, a little blue support button. If you click on it, it'll give you like a little support down and give them a $5 or $10 or $1. And add a comment to be recognized. Yay. So yeah, that's where it is. If you're not aware. So just go to my channel, youtube.com/Xenon3D, you don't have to put the user part in. And it should be on the right hand side. If it's not there, I'm not sure why. There might be an actual reason for that, or it might just be a bug. I don't trust for links from you, live man. Probably a good idea. So I've made this thing as short as possible. So hopefully the damage should be fairly minimal. But watch me fuck this up. Okay. Alright, let's see how we go. This may not... Sorry. This may not work. Well, it's working so far. Now, what I've done is I've put the handbrake on the first click, because I don't know if you're aware, but on the handbrake, there's actually 2 clicks. I just saw it coming in the mirror, and I was like, I probably should get out of the way, because it's not going to stop. They just don't want your heathen money. Goddamn heathen money. Might just stop here for a sec and fix my view. There we go. Oh, wow, we're sitting way far back now. It's supposed to be a big honking V8. It's not the most powerful vehicle. What, Euros? Who knows? If you can't get it to work, then don't worry too much about it. I appreciate the thought of you trying to give me money. That's really what it's about more than... I mean, I appreciate the thought of you giving money more than the actual money itself, most likely. Ugh, this has actually made the car even worse to drive. Somehow. What money do Finns use? They use the euro now, I'm pretty sure. They used to use the mark, because that's what I'm using now. Or the marker, or I think that's what it's called. In this, anyway. I get Finland and Sweden mixed up sometimes, and I'm pretty sure that really pisses them off. Well, not that they're, like, hanging on my every word or anything, but... I'm pretty sure whenever I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty... Like, I'll say Sweden instead of Finland, or... Oh, Jesus. Man, that was horrendous. We're going to struggle getting up this hill. Fucking hell. This thing is a giant piece of turd. I pay for streams by annoying the rest of chat. I have a bunch of coins on my desk. Do you reckon if I throw them at the screen hard enough, then we'll get them? I don't know. Let's find out. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Throw. Look, shit. Money! It came through the screen. No, it didn't. They only gave me 10 cents. So, it was 10 Australian cents. I could probably buy, like, a lolly with that. What fan funding thing at the start of February. Oh, really? I don't know that. They'll probably replace it with something else, though. I'm not too worried. Oh. No. Calm down. It's much worse now. It's on the dirt. It's fucking spinning constantly. I mean, at least the RSN can't step out too much because there's a fucking car attached to it. It's actually considered extremely offensive. What is? The fan funding thing? I don't think it's that offensive. Don't use your silly Australian dollary dues, so it can't be my money. Oh, I just got random money through the screen. Fuck it. This is a long, slow trip back. I should have bought the poop truck. Ugh. Calling any Nordic country any other Nordic country. Yeah, it'd be like, I mean, it'd be like someone calling Australia New Zealand, or realistically, New Zealand Australia. Well, you know, thinking New Zealand's part of Australia. I imagine it pisses off the New Zealanders quite a lot. Like, I get pissed off when, you know how, like, sometimes when you go to a website, they'll be like, pick your region, and it's like Oceania, and Australasia, and North America, and, you know, they have all the different regions, rather than, like, even individual continents, like, it's groups of continents. I get pissed off if Australia gets lumped in with Asia. So, I can't imagine what you call one country another country. It's like calling Great Britain England. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that's the thing that happens. Like, when someone means Great Britain, they actually mean... Well, if someone says England, they actually mean Great Britain. Great Britain, what makes it so great? I think this thing's almost out of fuel. Fuck, it is. I'm probably not going to make it back. I'm going to have to walk back and die on the Finnish back roads. Okay, but I've enabled ads, so I hope that counts as something. Yeah, I mean, I could show you how much money I make from the ads. It's not a lot of money, but I don't get a lot of views, so there you go. I think the sun is setting upon my dream today. Fuck it. Oh, look at the car in the background. You probably can't see it. The car's like whipping around like this. I might actually turn. I thought that first handbrake thing would be useful. It doesn't actually look like it's going to be that helpful. Can I put it in the park? There we go. Oh, not reverse. It says park. There it is. I'm just going to do this and just turn that off. I think that's what's causing the issue there. Mate, don't get me a line man started on this shit. HOI4 changed the English language icon to a fucking American flag. Yeah, that's like what language do you speak? American or any other language? It's like, yeah, I don't actually speak American. Someone please ban the mods for being ignorant to apply to the Nordic people. Yeah, it's not fantastic. I mean, like, I think because the, yeah, I mean, people thinking that American is the default English language, and it's like, well, they didn't invent it. They came from England, so it's called English, not American. Moderation without representation. It's a long, slow drive home. Dang non-Nords. Exactly. You mean the Swedes that live in Denmark? Oh, of course, rain. Of course, that makes everything much better. As if my car wasn't tail happy enough. Like, just accelerate a little bit. My car's just like going... Burp, burp, burp. Drive by acceleration. Steer by acceleration. Shit. I'm at... Oh, something's broken off. It's probably my bonnet. I better fucking do this. No, not reverse. Fuck. Come on. No, turn the wipers on. There we go. Yep, there goes the bonnet. Le bonnet. I figured it would fall off, but I was waiting for it. All right, Nick's off. Thanks very much, Nick. Thanks for the donation as well. That's really appreciated. What the? Oh, I'm out of fuel. No. Oh, actually, hang on. I actually have fuel. I have fuel. Add a stop rating. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. I have fuel. Ha 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 ha. Fuck all you haters. Although I am going to have to disconnect the car in order to get to the fucking fuel thing, because the fuel filler's right here. Somewhere. Racing radiator? No. Grill. Show me your grills. There it is. Ready? Now open this up. I think. There it is. I might be able to get in without having to disconnect it. It might be all good. Turn this open. Turn it around. One statistic I saw about the I see this is what I'm talking about when I start slurring my words, like hang on, let me just try and get this. There we go. Oh. Come on. It's going in. It's good. The Yorkshire accent is the most intelligent English-speaking accent that isn't it, Lyman? That was scientifically proven. The Yorkshire accent? Really? Yorkshire? I can't do a Yorkshire accent. But I've heard it, and I've listened to it, and I've gone... I mean, it's... I want to say legible. It's not the worst accent. I don't think it's the best, though. And let's not get carried away. Scouse is where it's at. Alright. You may have been taking the piss there, in which case it went completely over my head. Okay. Get it out of D. No more D for you. Oh, god damn it. You won't start. There's actually something wrong with the car. There is actually something wrong. Oh, hang on. Did I put the thing back on? I think I did. Hang on, let me stick my head through it. Is it on? Is it in? Can I undo it? I think I've just broken something. I may have to disconnect this in order to get it to move out of the way. I'm somehow opening and closing the door, it sounds like. Is it on or out? I can't tell. The fucking headlight's gone through it. I'm just looking at a mass of pixels. Alright, I'll disconnect and have a look. Hang on, let me just disconnect. Move tie rope. I'll put the thing on this. I'm not going to be able to see very soon. Rip the handbrake on. Luckily, no one comes down this road, so I'm not going to get rear-ended. Scousers are even worse than the bloody Geordies. There we go. Bit of racism. Although Scouse is not a race, so. Starts right now. I don't know what was stopping from starting earlier. My car's sliding down the hill though. I'm not sure which car it is. It's one or the other. Let me just move it over. Hang on. So the car I drive in real life is actually an auto, but I would not, like, if I had the choice, I would not drive a fucking auto. I mean, I do have the choice, I guess, but that was the sort of car I wanted, and it doesn't come in a manual, so. Park. That's good. There we go. Okay, let's go. So we ran out of fuel, but luckily I happen to have fuel in the vehicle for just such an emergency. And it stopped raining, so that's good, but it's very dark now, making it very difficult to see. I don't think yep, the lights are already on full blast. And I've left the door. Oh, fuck balls. Park. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Turn the handbrake off. Close the fucking door so shit doesn't fall out. There we go. We'll get there eventually. I mean, it wouldn't be a stream unless I had to tow the car back. I wonder if anybody's ever, like, played this game and been like, yeah, the car works fine. I've never had an issue with it. No one ever comes down this road. Man gets killed by car. Oh, shit. So this car is extremely tail happy on dirt roads at the best of times, and now I've got extra weight on, like, pulling the rear to stop it from, you know, gripping. I think I see my house from here. I think that's it. Life in Finland is tough. That's right. You know, harden up if you're a Finn. Oh, lightning. Maybe that wasn't my house. Oh shit. Ah! Now it's raining again, perfect. Let's make my job a little bit harder. I was lucky I managed to get my first car when I was 3 years old and I only used by one previous owner. I'm not sure if that's a joke or did it actually happen. I'm at the part of the stream now where I'm a little bit tired and I've kind of run out of things to say and I'm just like concentrating on the game and then remembering I probably should actually talk. But that's okay. I usually try and limit it to 3 hours because I hit a wall and I just stop talking. And I realise that I've stopped talking, but I don't really. Then I realise I don't actually have anything really new to say. So, if anybody's got any questions, now is the perfect time. Oh, I see my WoW boxes. We'll be home soon. Boing, 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 boing. Shit balls. Alright, we made it. Just. Oh dear. Well, another fun outing of the vehicle. So I'm gonna have to go into town and get another radiator fan belt, whatever it's called. Get another one of those. So that'll be fun. Well, let's eat the one that's been on the ground and out all day. Nom 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 nom. Salmonella. Why does this door keep opening? Hide all my secrets in there. What's the deal with ShackTac and being a reservist? So if you're if you join ShackTac and after a while you realise that you can't fully, you have to commit to playing every Saturday, or do not commit to playing, but there's obviously going to be Saturdays when you can't play. But if you commit to, you know, committed to it, and then realise you can't play every single Saturday, or there's going to be, you know, every second Saturday you can't do it, or every third Saturday, or it's very intermittent, or you have problems like being able to, because, you know, your work has changed and now you can't play Saturdays anymore, you can apply for reservist status, and the only thing that really gets you is that you're essentially exempt from the requirement of playing, you know, every Saturday. You also have other stuff that you can't do, but that's essentially what it's for. And sleep. Wait, how did I make a W like that? Been up since 3 AM, says Lime Man. Bloody hell. Up. Someone's called on the phone for a while. Now, I think as the last thing we should do, we should order something. We should buy ourselves a present. I'll buy the car a present after we get the fucking timing chain thing fixed. So, we've got a couple of options. We can buy the stupid rear glass thing. We can buy some new set of tyres, which I'm actually I'm tossing up whether to do that or not. But actually, like I said, racing tyres for the drag strip to see how we go. We can buy not any of that shit. We could buy a new stereo, Steza, or we could buy some seats and a racing harness, or racing harness. We've got about $6,000 currently. I don't really need. I mean, I'll probably have to spend some money on some fuel for the truck soon. Actually, I just did that, so probably not so much. New seats, new tyres. There's some tiger print seat covers. Fuck off. I'm not putting that shit in my car. Nope, I'm gonna say no to that. Subwoofers. Fully 6 subwoofers, bro. Heaps good. I don't know why, like, I wouldn't actually listen to any music. I mean, oh, fuck it, let's put it on. $6.95, done. What else we get? We've got seats, they're $5,000. They're very, very expensive. Very expensive. But maybe they'd be worth it, I don't know. So I'd like to get some racing tyres. I don't know, what do we think? Racing tyres, or should we get some, like, you know, like middle of the range tyres? Because what you got is rally tyres, so sort of middle of the range road and rally tyres, and then just straight racing tyres. Straight racing tyres are the most expensive. They're like $3,500, whereas the other one's like $1,500. So it's up to you guys. Grippy tyres, says Callum. Probably get your car fixed first. Yeah, well, that's on the list of things to do. Seatbelt might save your life. You know, that's not actually not the stupidest thing. All right, let's get a seatbelt. So I'm going to say no to the seats for this at this stage. I don't know. I won't have enough money. So I think it really comes down to tyres. I'd really like to get some racing tyres because I've got like regular shitty tyres. I've got rally tyres. I don't have the in-between tyres or the racing tyres. So the subwoofers could annoy the shit out of the car in front of the shop. Yeah, exactly. I think racing tyres is where we're going to be. So that should be what, 3.5 or 3.6. 3.6 plus 7. Oh, hang on. Did I buy that or that? I just realized these are separate things. CD something or other. There we go. Okay. So yeah. So what did I say? 3.5. 3.6 plus 4.6 4.9 5.6 plus that. I've actually got too much stuff on there. Okay, so it's actually too expensive. Well, let's take off the seatbelts. Can I take them off? How do I get rid of them? There we go. So I'll take off the seatbelts. That should get me to, because you know, fuck safety. 700 plus, that's 2.1 plus, where's the bloody, oh, that was it, okay. So 2.1 plus What's the other thing I was buying? Oh, there you go. 2-1 plus 3-6 is 4-7. And I've got 5-9, so that should be okay. Wrap it up. I have the envelope. I shall put it next to the telephone with my order. Ready for when I make it to the shops. Lovely. I think you cannot install the 4-point harnesses without the racer sets. Oh, okay. Well, that's good that I took them off then. Cool. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's where we will call it for today. It's been an interesting stream. Remember to pay for the stamp and then return for postage and packaging. What? And then return postage and packaging. No. You don't have to do any of that shit, Callum. Cool. All right. Well, thanks very much for watching, everybody. Big news today is that I was kicked out of ShackTac, so that was not great. If you've just joined and like, what? You got kicked out? Go and watch the start of the stream before it ends, because you know this stream won't go up for a while. Nikolai Marciano. Oh well, you got the. Oh, it still shows up in here. I can read what you said. Yep. You got the ban for that. Well done. Cool. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, everybody. I'll be here making content, streaming 4 days a week for the foreseeable future. I've still got like probably another 9 ShackTac videos to make. I think around 9 or 10. I'll have to sit down and actually figure it out how many there are. Yes, and then that'll be it for the ShackTac videos. We might do some more armor videos at some point in the future with some other guys. I'm still in contact with the other ShackTac guys, so like I still talk to TJ and Jeff K and some of the other guys there, so that's not a big issue. Yeah, and we're going to play some stuff. I actually talked to TJ just before, and we were like, we should really play some more stuff together. And I was like, well, have you heard of Rocket League? And yes, that's sort of a funny interaction. Thanks for the lack of drama and silliness and being awesome. No, thank you for the donation. And 5. I try to keep the drama stuff to a minimum, but I think it's important that you guys actually know that this has happened, rather than just not saying anything about it. And people are like, why haven't you produced any armor videos recently? I'm like, well, would it be a good idea not to call them ShackTac videos? Well, they're with ShackTac, so they're ShackTac videos. That's what they are. I'm not gonna dance around it. I'm not gonna pretend that they're not. I kind of had to under Dyslexy. Like, he basically said, you're not allowed to brand anything as ShackTac anymore. That's from August sort of onwards. I was not allowed to brand any of my stuff as ShackTac related, like in the title of the video. So I've gone back and changed all that back now. So I'm not bound by being bound to him anymore. So you brand them as such now? Yeah, I already have, Hellion. If you go back and look at my armor videos, they're all ShackTac branded, because they're all like all those ShackTac ones that I've done, and I've done a couple of armor videos that haven't been with ShackTac. They're not branded like that. They're just called armor. So yeah, that's it. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Today's Friday, so I shall see you all Monday, unless something happens. And I don't think anything. I'm not planning to not be here on Monday. So as far as I know, I guess I'll see you all on Monday. I might. What day is it today? I think I might possibly do a stream on the weekend, but obviously check my Twitter beforehand. It's right there. YouTube now might view ShackTac as a company if you get money from it, so maybe there's a reason why you made that rule. I don't think that's how it works, Callum, but I don't. Who knows? Fuck it. Who knows? Cool. All right. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. I shall see you all on Monday or the weekend if I don't see you on the weekend. Bye. Oh no, we did some music. Fucking music. We have our celebratory leaving music, if I can find it. Every time. Why don't I have this in the bloody stream ready to go? I should do that. I'll do that next time. There it is. See you all on Monday. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, Discord to GG/SQYMIDGK. I should put that in the ending screen. Bye bye.